Pro gamer paid 100k for a PC. I profited 99k. Beauty paid 500k for a bike. Profited 488k. Even Lei from Demi came. Paid 10 mil for a car. I pocketed 9.8 mil. Then Dragon Nation's military came. Paid 200 mil for a tank. Thought I wouldn't dare scam them. I resisted. Profited 180 mil.
You dare profit from Dragon Nation?
But after testing the tank's power,
小费 got a 600 mil order. Find time to do it.
I smiled and said, you won't mind if I profit a bit. Only points can. Upgrade a system. Just got system. Or if. Went to a stream for work. EX Pro Zishi was raging. If not for this crappy PC lacking, Bayern wouldn't have killed me.
Zishi, wanting a comeback!
With viewers' encouragement, he lost 3 more games. Zishi was devastated. Viewers loved the drama.
Say, Zishi has no skill.
Then, a viewer named Frog spoke up.
Ignore the haters, Zishi. I believe you. Your PC really lagged. Need a new one. Call me. 20% off for you.
What is this?
30k, profit 28k.
He is targeting me.
Mods, kick Frog out. This time, I'll find a PC. Say something!
He searched the live hall. Zishi's eyes lit up. Godlike PC shop. Fulfills all your dreams. This one, godlike. He wrote his request.
I want a PC that merges man and machine to pick Jigen, like kicking Li Yuanhao. I have lawyer backup. Don't take order if can't do.
Seeing Zishi's order comment, livestream viewers can't hold back.
You're writing a novel here. Man, machine unity. Why not say Shatter Heaven's Gate?
Who dares take this order?
Wait.
Boss actually took it and instantly accepted. Wow. Boss is crazy. Dares take such absurd request.
Look at Erzi's order. Amount 100k. Erzi sues for fraud. That is enough for sentence. Jail. Boss is done for.
Me, with no orders. Idle limbs atrophying. Seeing Zishi's order request, I'm quite calm inside. Though system's first stage only has Class D civilian product skills. Includes computer manufacturing. Zishi sees my reply. He froze. Chat went wild.
Health report? Why does he need that? For a PC build.
Zishi gave viewers a look of disdain.
You guys don't get it. This is professionalism.
I fed Zishi's data to the system. Got feedback fast. Optimal frame rate. Approximately 218. Processing speed. 0.00058 milliseconds. So, from Zishi's input to in-game action, 0.00098 seconds. Challenging, but doable. System. Super Lab.
Host command received. Lab initializing.
I looked at the corner. At the scrapped PC, its price tag appeared. 126 yuan. A 100k order. Cost 126. Profit. Approximately 99k. Unlock system. Phase 2 needs 80k points. That is enough.
Super Lab activated. Phase 1. Lab time ratio is 5 to 1. 5 days in lab equals 1 day in reality. 2 options available. First, full entry. No aging in lab. Second, consciousness only in Super Lab. Body ages in real time.
If system upgrades, ratio increases to 100 to 1. A year in lab would be under 4 days real time. Excited, I closed shop, grabbed the broken computer, entered Super Lab. No need to eat or sleep. Mind stays sharp. 3 days later, graphics card, motherboard, hard drive, successfully made.
Crafting score 10 max, this time 9.9.
RAM took too long, so I rushed it. Lasts 20 years normally. Now lasts 10. A computer is usable. 5 years is long. I entered the lab at 9 p.m. It is 11 a.m. now. Only hours passed. I shipped to Zishi's address. 6 p.m. Fans came to Zishi's stream. Seeing new PC arrived, they went wild.
My god. So fast. Is this PC legit? Built in 1 day. Let's see. Zishi spent 100,000 yuan.
Zishi rubbed his hands.
Let's witness the new PC.
Next second, Zishi's face froze. Where is the colorful case and 28-inch curved screen? He saw a dusty case. His eye twitched.
Uncle Wang, I lost 100,000 on a PC. No, not to get a refund. I just want to know how many years the PC maker can get.
The live stream viewers couldn't hold back.
I can't. Let me laugh for 3 minutes. I love seeing Zi break down.
Honestly, no one could stand this. This PC can be found, even in the junkyard.
Better get PCS from Frog. He makes 28k from 30k. This shitty boss made 99k. From Z, Ice 100k.
No, I know why. The boss asked for a health report. He feared Z would faint.
Z almost gritted his teeth out.
Hi, don't send you in. I'm not Liu.
He tearfully moved out. His 100k PC, the 100k scam got the platform's attention. They sent staff to his stream for evidence. Now Zishi must test the PC's performance so staff can judge how much he was scammed. Zishi pauses.
Something's off. This wrong PC booted instantly.
He shuts it down again. Presses power. Live stream viewers stare at screen.
My god, what boot speed? Booted in a blink. Good. PCS need 6-7 seconds.
Zishi gulps.
Not 7. Not 6. 4.6. 8 seconds.
Did I hear right? 4.68 seconds. This junk PC speed crushes all others. Fastest was 5 seconds.
Fast boot, try good performance. This PC likely missing parts. Could be empty shell.
Empty shell. PC. That is how it is. Feel bad for Zishi.
Zishi slams the table.
Lawyer said 30K, 3 years. 100K, 10 years. He scams 10K more. Adds a year inside.
Zishi downloads a PC test tool.
Something's off. If boot fast cause missing parts. Why is download speed so fast? We guessed wrong again. PC can't be judged by looks.
Zishi glances at chat.
Just my looks, my fault. It is gigabit line. Of course, it is fast.
This tool looks different. Mobile. HDD. RAM. HDD unknown too. 4 unknowns. Can't detect any. Brand relation. Not even a no-name brand. Damn. How much did Shenfei scam from Zishi? Wait. Look at the score below. Score 5,067,854. GPU 3,098,541. RAM 255,412. Storage 701,576. Total 9,123,383. Am I seeing things? Top national score is only a few million. Right. Software glitch. Score's a joke.
Zishi took a deep breath, opened it.
Test it to know.
Zishi found a match soon.
Damn. Know their top laner. Bin. Pro player Chen Zebin. Zishi's doomed. Bin just lost worlds. Heal. Crush. Zishi.
Zishi smirked.
Just be. My PC's bad. Or not just Chen Zebing. Even Jiang Chenglu wouldn't stand a chance.
Stream chat heard that and burst out laughing.
P squad ready. Who is first? Wake ours up. Diabetics, step back. Don't let RZ taste any sugar.
Laning phase started. Chat couldn't sit still.
RZ's mechanics are so refined. Never seen this before.
RZ chose to stand and die, rather than flee to tower. He fought Bin level 1. Suddenly, his mechanics on this PC were way better than usual. Every auto-attack weave, every skill so smooth.
Am I dreaming or seeing things? RZ solo killed Binet, level 1.
Taiye godly, come back. Taiye, with this form, you win worlds. Like it is nothing.
RZ fought harder and harder. He carried 4 teammates to win this game.
Don't be upset. Ben, seems like RZ's new. It is the PC. Check Zishi's stream. You'll see.
Xiaohu and others heard about it and rushed to Zishi's stream. Zishi sat stunned. Before the PC, his casual man, Machine Unity, was realized by this PC. His phone rang.
Uncle Ah, you're suing Shenfei. No. He is my brother. I'll explain later. This PC is worth 100K. Every penny.
He tested a heavy game. Wow, the cooler fan didn't even spin. No spin means it is not overloaded. Thought it'd hit limits. Didn't even touch baseline. Viewers spammed comments.
Face computer's amazing. So powerful. I was wrong. He'll forgive me, right?
Faye's the best. He is our tech genius.
Woke up groggy in the afternoon. Checked my phone. Saw the livestream. Ranking. Shot up like a rocket. Knew the computer would draw some attention, but not this much. Now I won't worry about upgrade points.
Points earned. System upgraded to stage 2. Consumer goods tech. Implanted in your brain. Includes ACS cars. Phones advanced manufacturing.
But I'm more interested in stage 3. Points. 2100 points. 2100 requires 10 million points. I sighed. Even earning 100k daily takes 100 days. Checked the new orders. Mostly PC orders. Highest, just 150k. Use your imagination. I don't just build PCs. If you dare dream it, I'll build it. Suddenly, a new order pops up. 500k for one order. Hi girl stream explodes.
Wow. Everyone gets PCs from Fei. You ask for a motorcycle. Feels like this old lady wants face clout. Go ahead, leech. It'll backfire someday.
Hi girl's face darkens reading chat.
Don't call me old lady. I am only 27. I love motorcycles, but not the generic ones on the market. Calling me a clout chaser. I chase nothing.
Then, chat floods again. Comments fly fast.
Holy cow. Old lady's order accepted by Fei. Did the famous click?
Fei either slipped up, or his greedy side showed.
That guy's right. Fei's PCs are great, but the cases are trash. Cases are cheap. Fei won't spend on them.
I checked Hi girl's order.
I want a motorcycle. They say fast in corners is true speed, but I can't corner. I want a fast, straight line bike, fast as possible, and I'm a girl. Shenfei, make it look pretty. Love you.
Her message gave me chills. A young girl on a bike. Stability is key. A small stone could be fatal. Speed matters too. This will cost me. I gathered materials from my stock. Cost me 12,000. This number hurts. It is 12,000 points. I quickly built the bike's frame, engine, and the transmission. Need careful work. They determine the bike's speed. Exterior also takes effort. 15 days later, I looked at my creation and smiled.
System check. Host scores 100 points for bike shell. Host's skill has improved. Reward 100,000 points.
System's not a scam. Unexpected reward. Lap time ratio was 5-1. Now it is 30比. 15 days here is half a day outside. I packed the bike and sent it.
Look at her stream title. Faye's new bike's here.
Wow, less than a day. Faye actually fixed the old lady's bike.
Any bike experts here? Is this speed normal?
10-year biker here. A bike built in a day. Can't be good.
I said yesterday, she'd get scammed. Now it is true.
Faye's still the same. Shady businessman with 500k. How much did he pocket?
I calculated his last bill for Urzi's PC. Besides his own hardware, other parts cost less than 200 bucks. My guess, he made at least 400k.
You're lowballing. Less than 450k. He is not worthy of Scam King.
Shao can't stop. In a villa, Hi girl sits at her computer, reading comments. Her face flushes red.
What is it to you? Seriously, I like it. That is enough. Right choice, not to stream. Haters are annoying.
Hands on hips. She mutters angrily.
Better to unbox in peace. Why listen to their nonsense? I'll unbox alone. You want to see my new bike, not showing you.
She huffs, tearing open the box with the motorcycle, but seeing the bike, her eye twitches violently.
Shenfei, did you scam me? You're awful. Just awful. You're just like those haters said. Scammer!
This bike is streamlined, but ugly. In sunlight, its shell looks like rusted iron cleaned. So ugly. Hai wants to cry, but all stops when she mounts it and turns the key. It stops.
Yes. Shenfei, you jack. Biggest scammer ever. I paid 500k. No gas. Shenfei, I'll call the cops. I'll test its speed. If not satisfied, I'll get police help.
But before that, she needs gas. She goes to gas station for fuel. On Ho Shark, highest live stream, viewers flooded in, almost as popular as her. Streams, 5 bikes. All new bikes for Hysis.
Holy crap, guys. Guess what I just saw? Just now, I saw old lady.
What? You saw older lady? Quick, take a pic. What is her new bike like?
Chat exploded after a comment from a viewer named Lonely Invincible. It went wild. After anxious anticipation, a few seconds later, Lonely Invincible sent another message.
I looked closely. Only saw old lady alone. Buying gas at the station. Faye's bike for her. Didn't see it. She came by car. Weird. That's old lady's stockpile. 98 octane gas.
Lonely Invincible's message. Confusion all around. But some sharp viewers in the live stream caught on instantly.
Old lady went to buy gas. Did Faye not fill the bike's tank?
Must be it. Faye is truly a sly merchant. Won't even give her 100 bucks of gas. Trust Faye always. He never disappoints.
Earlier gas, he scammed 450k. From her 500k was low. Probably 470, 480k.
With gas, Hai Xiaomei turned the key. The bike I built started right up, helmet on. She rode off from the villa. She'd ridden before, but was clearly an amateur. Knew little about bike performance. Twisting the throttle, she rode about 2 kilometers, then stopped.
Bike ride's nice. But 70 miles per hour, is that fast?
Ahead is a train station. It is remote, so few people come. But the view's not bad. When Hai Xiaomei is upset, she comes here to sit alone. It always helps.
Shenfei, you jack. Glad this place cheers me up, or I'd be miserable.
Minutes later, feeling calmer, she gets up to ride home. Just then, a man in his late 20s rushes up to her, looking frantic.
Miss, I have an emergency. Can I borrow your bike?
Hearing this, Hai Xiaomei's face wary.
Why borrow my bike?
He looks back at the station. Pain flashes across his face.
My girlfriend of 7 years just dumped me. But she said if I can catch her tray, there is still a chance. So please, I'm begging you, lend me your bike. I promise, if I wreck it, I'll pay for it.
Hai stares at her, eyes full of pleading and desperation. She is stunned. Wait, what? Chase a train.
On a bike. Do you know how fast they are? It is not that. I won't land it.
It is impossible. She knows their speed. They easily exceed 300 kilometers per h. How could a motorcycle reach that speed? Even if it could, high-speed trains operate differently from motorcycles. Just now, at 70 miles per hour, I felt my body flying ahead and my soul chasing behind. Riding a motorcycle at 300 kilometers per h, you end up covered in dust if you succeed, or in an urn if you fail.
Girl, ever heard this saying? I know, it is impossible, but I want to try. I fear missing this chance means missing a lifetime. Let this 7-year love burn one last time in the wind.
Tears welled in the young man's eyes. Hearing this, Hai girl stood frozen in place. She had no romantic experience and didn't understand the 7-year bond, what it truly meant. But in this moment, she was deeply moved by him. She handed him the bike key. Hai girl smiled. Go get him, big bro. He took the key and nodded firmly. A breeze stirred as the bullet train started, He looked at the train, already hundreds of meters away in a blink. He turned to Hi Girl.
Miss, I owe you one. He is on that train. I must go.
He walked to the bike, put on the helmet, and started the engine. A sonic boom followed. Hi Girl's hair whipped back. She stared at her bike, stunned.
Why is it different when I ride it?
She watched it speed away, then looked at the train. Now accelerating. High-speed train. Pupils contract sharply. Hi Girl estimates train speed at least 300 kilometers per h, maybe 260 to 270. But the young man on his bike visibly closes the gap with the train. On board, all witnesses, from feet to skull, phones are pulled out. Sounds fill the carriage. Some record the unbelievable scene, others message loved ones, but they wonder, why ride so fast? Tired of living. Roads empty, but at that speed, one mistake means disaster. A fatal crash.
Wait, look.
Just then, a shout rang out. Everyone looked. The motorcycle that had pulled ahead and vanished reappeared. Now it was stopped. Beside it, a young man knelt on one knee, gazing at the train. He held something up. Though far away, no one could see clearly what it was. Many guessed it was a ring. A stunned silence filled the train, then erupted into chatter.
He rode so fast, just to chase this train, risking his life, pushing his bike past 400 miles per hour, all for one person. On this train, there must be a girl he loves deeply.
By a train window, a quiet girl watches a boy kneeling. She can't hold back tears. Hand over mouth. Tears fall like rain. Meanwhile, Hi Girl waits at the station. Unaware of all this, after Zhang Ping rides off on her bike, her eyes fill with worry. Not about damage or cost, but his safety. He left at such incredible speed. Both train and Zhang Ping are out of sight. She is deeply concerned.
Brother, please be safe. I'd regret lending you the bike.
Just then, a faint engine roar reaches her ears. She looks up, looked down the road, saw Zhang Ping riding the bike back safely. Hai Xiaomei finally relaxed as Zhang Ping stopped. She quickly comforted him.
Brother, it is okay. You didn't catch it. At least you tried. No regrets.
Girl, you doubt my skills. This bike's performance is too good. Only my poor skills could fail to catch a train, but I used to be a bike enthusiast.
Zhang Ping said, smiling. Hearing this, Hai Xiaomei was stunned. Bike too good. Couldn't catch the train.
Brother, you mean you caught it?
She asked, exaggerated. Zhang Ping nodded happily. He looked back at the bike. Eyes still full of awe, he said.
At first, I thought catching the train seemed impossible. But to leave no regrets, I got on your bike and hit the throttle, shifted gears. Then I was shocked to find that, at your bike's speed, the high-speed train, famed for its velocity, seemed as slow as a snail. I thought the train was just slow. But then I glanced at the speedometer and saw a number. That is over 600 kilometers per h. And I know that is not this bike's top speed. I didn't even max the throttle. So, miss, don't joke with me. With this bike, how could I not catch a train? Hi, could chase a plane. A Jing just texted me. She is waiting at the next stop. Thank you, miss. Thank you so much. Without you and your bike, we'd have missed it.
Zhang Ping looked at Hai Girl, grateful. He checked the time, then apologized.
Sorry, I must catch next train to find a Jing.
He thanked Hai Girl again, deeply, then hurried toward the station entrance. He didn't know. She didn't hear his thanks, not a word. After his words about Shenfei's bike, she was stunned. She stared at the bike, swallowed hard, and said,
Chase a train could chase a plane. Shenfei, my Fei, what kind of bike did you give me? Sorry, I spoke too loud before. Fei, you're no cheat. You're simply the world's best manufacturer. You didn't fill the tank. Must be over budget. 500k wasn't enough, right? You've been so good to me. Didn't cheat me at all.
My image in Hai's eyes instantly became grand, and the bike before her looked better and better. Not like before, disliking its look.
Reuniting a couple. Saving a relationship. That is the best bike. Great review. Fei, full marks. 10 out of 10.
On the way back, Hai was overjoyed. A world apart from before, but she didn't know. Because of her bike, the internet was in uproar. All because passengers on that high-speed train posted their videos online. In short time, every netizen browsing videos saw this trending. Out of 10 videos, 8 showed Zhang Ping chasing a high-speed train on his bike, charging for love. Chasing train on bike became the top trending topic. Incredible, right? In a Beijing courtyard, biker vlogger Piu faced camera, replaying the chase video for her live audience.
Notice details. Videos 9 seconds. In that time, the bike passed 26 poles. According to Module City plans, poles on Shenghua Avenue are spaced 55 meters apart. Standard distance 55 meters. 26 poles 55 meters apart. 9 seconds. Based on this data, the bike's speed reached a terrifying 600 kilometers per hour. Incredible. That is just insane. I've ridden for years. Never seen a bike like this.
Pio clicked his tongue. He stared at the bike, eyes full of longing. The video's blurry, can't see it clearly. But with that performance, looks don't matter. To own such a bike, or even just ride it once, would make my life complete. As Pio dreamed, his 100k viewers were stunned by his words. The chase was shocking, but the top speed wasn't clear until now. Pio's analysis made it real. Hundreds of thousands netizens felt chills. Their scalps tingled.
Holy crap, did I hear right? Over 600 kilometers per h. I drive 120 kilometers per h. Feel my soul chasing me. This bike's top speed is a terrifying 600 plus. Is that rider not afraid to die?
Must be insane. But I can't catch him. At that speed, he could kill her. He could kill his beautiful wife. 9 seconds. More thrilling than my whole life.
Take the dream bike of all riders, the Legend 2. It has a 998cc engine, 310 horsepower. It can reach 400 kilometers per h in 2.6 seconds. Called a ground jet, 400 kilometers per h. Exceeds high-speed rails, normal speed. But these stats are tested on special tracks. Roads are smooth and flat. They have the perfect hardness for motorcycles. Only then can Legend 2 reach 400 kilometers per h. But Tsinghua Avenue lacks these conditions. It is probably covered in gravel. Yet, that bike hit over 600 kilometers per h. Know what that means? Its engine, transmission, and stability far surpass any current brand. Otherwise, a thumb-sized stone would destroy a bike at 600 kilometers per h. Another point. The video is only 9 seconds, but the chase lasted longer, probably over 2 minutes. Legend 2 at 400 kilometers per h for 1 minute would blow its engine. That bike hit 600 ran 2 minutes. No issues at all. I'm at a loss for words to describe it. This completely shatters my understanding of bikes. Calling it the unrivaled king of motorcycles today is no exaggeration.
Pio's excitement was impossible to hide in her bright eyes. The live stream viewers were stunned by her words. The bike in the video could be called the world's most awesome. Legend 2 costs 720,000 each. This bike, far superior to Legend 2, must easily exceed $1 million. Warehouse Road Avenue. As viewers speculated, the bike's owner, Hai Xiaomei, knew nothing of this. She was riding leisurely down the road in high spirits. He also started a live stream.
I'm in a good mood today. Streaming for half an hour.
Hearing her cheerful voice, the chat paused briefly, then exploded like a tidal wave.
What? Am I hearing right? Good mood. Did the old lady hit her head? Scammed by that common fei, and she is still happy.
Damn. I can't take it. Just can't. Shouldn't she be heartbroken? On the verge of tears. I came to see her cry.
Guys, what if she is in love with Faye, scammed by her love? Maybe that is happiness to her.
The chat grew wilder. Riding her bike, she glanced at the chat. Just her luck. She saw those messages. Her eye twitched involuntarily.
Hey, you guys, am I that desperate?
Hi Girl's words were cut short by a sudden scream. Many viewers were startled by the code.
Shower.
Hi Girl and her bike were now lying on the roadside in front of her. A sleek Ferrari 90 slowed to a stop. After it parked, a stylish man, somewhat effeminate at first glance, stepped out. He didn't even glance at Hi Girl still on the ground, but instead circled his $1 million sports car. Then, with a grim expression, he glared at Hi Girl. Sell your house. His sudden words stunned Hi Girl. Grating through the pain, she stood up. Then she said, aggrieved.
You turned suddenly.
The man laughed. His pale face showed disbelief.
You kidding? You weren't watching the road. Biker girls are hopeless. Know how much your junk bike scratched costs?
Arms crossed. He looked down at Hi Girl. Hi Girl realized she'd been live streaming while riding. Cops would make her pay the jiezhen. So, she said through gritted teeth.
I'll pay for your car. You pay for my bike.
As she spoke, she glanced at the bike I gave her. In the crash, not only was Lai's Ferrari scratched, Hi Girl's bike shell was badly damaged. Without it absorbing most of the impact, her legs not just scratched, it is worse.
Fine, we'll do it your way. My time's valuable. No more wasting it. You'll pay 5 million. Your bike. 3,000's enough.
Li Jiazhen waved impatiently. Hai Xiaomei froze, stunned by his words.
5 million? Are you robbing me?
Li Jiazhen saw her exaggerated expression. and smirked again.
Too expensive. Can't pay reflect. Worked hard enough. Got raises. Don't find out. You're useless now. Enough talk. Let police handle it.
He said, reaching for his phone. Hai Xiaomei gritted her teeth.
You decide 5 million. I've seen sports cars before. Even with a fresh coat of paint and repairs, it is worth 200k at most. I can pay you 200k, but you fix my bike too. Let's be clear. I don't want money. Just restore my bike to original.
Finally, her eyes couldn't hide a hint of heartache. Shenfei gave her this bike. She loves it. Now the shell's dented. Of course, she is upset.
Globally, my Ferrari 90 is one of a kind. Not to mention Mr. Manzoni's touch. Your junk bike. You want me to fix it. I don't have time. I earn in an hour. What could buy many of your junk bikes? Here is 100k. Enough for your junk bike. It is so ugly. So ugly. Hurts my eyes. I paid for it. I'll handle it. Erhu, smash it.
Li Jiazhen tossed a card. He looked away. A burly man stood nearby. Viewers hadn't noticed another person. From Li's car. The bodyguard Ehu heard the order. He rolled his shoulders and approached the motorcycle. He picked up a brake. He meant to obey. Smashed the bike. Hai Xiaomei was scared, but she couldn't watch. Her bike destroyed. Stop.
Stop it. Don't touch it. She mustered courage.
Blocking his path. But the brute ignored him. He shoved him aside. The brute raised a brake. He aimed to smash the bike. Hai Xiaomei panicked, tears streaming down her face.
I don't want your money. Don't smash my bike.
As the brake was about to hit the bike, a dull thud sounded. Hai Xiaomei looked up. Her tear-stained face froze in shock. Several foreigners in suits appeared. They pushed Li Jiazhen's bodyguard back 7 or 8 meters. Before Hai Xiaomei could react, a silver-haired foreign old man rushed out. He knelt by her bike, crying out.
God, who did this? Who did it? I curse them in Jesus' name. Curse them!
The old man kept. He is actually crying, not just stunned. Xiaomei is baffled. Li Jiazhen frowns slightly. But seeing the old man and the suited foreigners, he doesn't dare act tough.
Who are you?
His voice echoes. The foreigner ignores him. He mutters to himself, then turns excitedly to Xiaomei.
Esteemed miss, I'm Wood, head of Chrysler Group in Long Country. 20 minutes ago, our IT department found Mr. Zhang Ping. Consulting him revealed the motorcycle that broke 600 kilometers per h is yours. I represent Chrysler Group in greeting you. We hope you sell this vehicle to us. Rest assured, we'll offer you a satisfying price.
His gleaming eyes made Hai Xiaomei uneasy. His fluent Chinese and his words left Hai Xiaomei's face frozen in shock. The live stream viewers fell silent briefly, then exploded.
Holy crap, did I hear right? That foreigner means the bike chasing the train is hers. That bike praised endlessly. A legend in biking circles was made by Fei Ji. Wasn't it said to be a marketing stunt? Honey, slap me. I'm hallucinating from this stream.
As Hai Xiaomei remained stunned, Wood turned coldly to Li Jiazhen. He gave a slight wave. Several well-dressed foreign bodyguards moved toward Li Jiazhen. Li Jiazhen gulped nervously, stammering.
What you doing? This is a lawful society. Hitting people is...
Before Li Jiazhen could finish, a dull thud sounded. The foreign thugs weren't coming for him. They passed him, pulled out buttons, and smashed his $1 million sports car. Blow after blow. Metal clanged, echoing on sight. In mere seconds, Li Jiazhen's once proud Ferrari was reduced to scrap. Watching this, Li Jiazhen's eye twitched uncontrollably, but intimidated by the foreign thugs, he dared not speak. Nearby, Hai Xiaomei snapped out of her daze. Seeing the shocking scene, she blurted,
Uncle Mad, I never said I'd sell you the bike.
I thought he was defending her, but hearing his words, he slowly shook his head.
My lady, this has nothing to do with selling me the bike. He damaged this gift from God to mankind. I must punish him. Such a perfect bike, now flawed because of this fool.
After shaking his head, he coldly looked at Li Jiazhen.
Your car is totaled. Chrysler Group will replace it with an identical one. But for damaging this bike, Chrysler Group will fully represent this lady in suing you. If the shell can be restored, fine. If not, you'll face the full force of the law. Our entire legal department will treat this as top priority. Of course, I must warn you first. This bike's shell directly relates to its incredible stability. This technology is unprecedented worldwide.
Mudi's words echoed across the scene. Li Jiazhen was stunned. Facing a multinational's entire legal department, he couldn't stop trembling. Countless viewers finally understood why Mudi, as a regional head, stood up for High Girl to this extent. Ultimately, the reason was Shen Fei's creation.
Uncle Mudi, thank you so much. Long, I still can't sell it, but you can order from Feiji. Shenfei, you know, Feiji built this bike for me.
Mention Shen Fei, and she is all starry-eyed. A total fangirl. Mudi hears this, shakes his head, smiles wryly.
Since we found you, we've traced the bike's true origin. Immediately, we placed an order. With Shen Fei, proposed a formal collaboration. But his reply was, not interested. No interest. He sells products, not patents, of course. If we can figure out his tech ourselves, he'll let us use it just to pay a fee. That is why we're so eager. How about this? My dear lady, the group wishes to borrow this amazing bike. Not for long. 3 days will do. 3 days later, I'll return the bike to you in perfect condition.
Mute looked at High Girl with hopeful eyes. Hearing this, High Girl didn't refuse. Just a 3-day loan was acceptable. The millions of viewers in the stream erupted with comments.
That is my idol, Feiji. Mild. Sells products, not patents. Facing a giant like Kalaya, Feiji isn't tempted at all. Mild.
Obviously. A 10 million bike. Old man Mild smashed it. His offer to Feig must exceed 9 figures. I'd say the tech in Feiji's bike is priceless. Feiji's great. But too many orders. When's my turn?
Viewers debated endlessly. Can't stop. Smart ones already went to 庄子、小子、饺子、叔子. Won't even start. But now, viewers flooding my stream have broken records. 2M, 3M, until stream he soared to 8M. Then slowed. Now my pending orders surged past 800k. Numbers still rising. Fast. Key point, these orders priced insanely high. Top 10 orders. Lowest already, over 1M. All for bike matching. Top 5 are major bike makers. Their offers have hate 3M. Clearly, like Lyle, they share the same goal. Buy a bike I built. To study the tech I used on it. But to their disappointment, so far, I haven't taken any orders. In the live stream, many netizens and manufacturers are waiting for my order. But hours passed. Still no movement from me. Seems I'm not even watching the stream. Many bike enthusiasts got impatient. They went to Kallisler Group's website. After all, they're the only group with a Shenfei bike. Even if I take orders, I'll take just one. But if Kallisler Group makes a breakthrough, results could be different. Maybe soon everyone can have a Shenfei bike.
Okay, figured out Fei's bike yet. Waiting for you to build it. If you can build identical bikes, we'll all buy from you. Yeah, okay, can you fulfill our bike dreams? We're counting on you.
Legend Group, can Kalile do it or not? If not, give us the bike to study. Limo bikes, old trans right. If not, replace them. Don't hog the spot. Kalile's official site is flooded. It is a real spectacle now. Not just ordinary bikers, enthusiasts are pushing too. Stuck at 75. Stuck on parts law. Under such pressure, Kalile's site quickly issued a response.
After thorough testing of Mr. Shenfei's bike, we regret to inform Kalile's fans and friends. Firstly, Mr. Shenfei's bike uses tech beyond. No breakthrough possible now. Estimate at least 3 years. Second, tests show this bike's top speed isn't 600 kilometers per h. It is 798 kilometers per h. Nearly 800. And that is with Shenfei using suboptimal materials. He seemed to deliberately conserve some materials. Without conservation, we believe speed could exceed 800 easily. Finally, Chrysler Group board has decided to extend Shenfei an open-ended collaboration. He is the future of motorcycling. Motorcycling will thrive because of him.
Chrysler's announcement was like a huge rock dropped in a calm lake, causing huge waves. It caused a huge stir. Netizens were stunned. So were major manufacturers. All fell silent.
Stunned. Truly stunned. 600 isn't even top speed. It can easily hit 800. Fei's not building a motorcycle. It is a ground-based aircraft. Motorcycles will shine because of Fei. Remember, this is a listed group's assessment of Fei. No wonder Fei dares say, let them study it freely. Even patent fees get a discount. Fei knew all along that Kalile wouldn't figure anything out. Am I the only one who noticed? Material saving. Fei, still scam the old lady. Material saving sounds nice. It is just cutting corners. Fei truly lives up to his shady merchant title. As always, trust Fei's skills. But his character isn't worth examining. I'm dying laughing. I just want to know how much did she earn? I'm dying to know.
Comments flooded in. They just wouldn't stop. 2. This announcement from Kaiser Group elevated Shenfei and his Super God workshop to an unparalleled level. People finally understood the shop's slogan, fulfill all your fantasies. It wasn't just my cringy writing. It was the truth. So, in no time, my workshop orders surged again. Even netizens not into motorcycles started imagining boldly and placing different orders. At the suburban workshop, I didn't keep up with online buzz. After learning High Girl's bike caused a sensation, I used the system to buy equipment for the workshop's back factory. Fame brings trouble. I know that well. I'm getting so much attention online. My little workshop will be exposed someday. If people find out it is just a shell, that'll be trouble. Luckily, behind the shop is a huge factory space. I bought equipment from the system mall and moved it there. At a glance, my workshop now looks legit, but the equipment cost almost all my earnings. My account balance is under 2,000 yuan. I clapped my hands, dusting off the grime from setting up. Then I sat back at the computer to take a third order. I'm still far from the system's upgrade goal of 10 million points, but as soon as I opened the stream, seeing the keywords in the shop's impression section, my eyelids twitched a bit. Tech Guru, 1.08 M likes. Snail Pace, 960k likes. Absentee Streamer, 740k likes. If Shenfei could accept those, then Ruthless Profiteer, 5.78 M likes. What the heck? I just saved a tiny bit on costs. Don't just look at materials. Ignore everything else. I muttered, whatever. Fine, Profiteer it is. The system made me do it. They know I made money, but not how much. I said, confidently. But then, a system prompt left me stunned. Ding. Periodic financial report.
Completion in 1 week. System will then automatically post financial reporting host a live stream.
System's gentle voice echoed in my mind, but now it felt so cold. After a long silence, I roared angrily. Cizong, are you kidding me? My small shop isn't a listed company. Why post a financial report? You told me to scam them. Now you're stabbing me in the back. Are you even human? Or do you think I live too long? Want customers to kill me? My chest heaved violently. Murderous intent in my eyes. Almost tangible. If system weren't intangible, I'd give it a proper beating. Netizens are just guessing how much I scammed. Once report is out, title of scammer boss won't matter anymore. I fear one day his shop address leaked. Blades piled high at the door. I was fuming. System beeped once, then fell silent. No response to my rage. Took a deep breath. No point talking to system. It is just messing with me. Sit up straight again. Still scowling, I picked orders. Seeing all the orders and high prices calmed me down. After Clarice Group said, my bike tech can't be copied, factories gave up. Prices stopped rising, but top bids now are 3 million to 3.5 million. At this price, a few more bike orders will get me 10 million upgrade points for stage 3. Upgrading is key, but so is enjoying challenge and breakthrough. More important. Otherwise, when system upgrades to 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th stage, functions greatly improve. I might not keep up with system's pace. Thinking this, I stopped my actions, planning to wait for suitable. Or later, if no other orders, pick highest priced order. But just then, an order suddenly appeared. Exchange, new test, 199, order amount reached 350 million plus motorcycle order. Were left far behind. I paused slightly, then clicked open that order's details. At first glance, my brow furrowed slightly, but after 2 more looks, my eyes grew brighter. Yo! As I took the new order, online exploded. Dummy Tech. Dummy Tech? Millions watching here saw the order I took and were stunned.
Dummy Tech. Damn, it is really Dummy Tech. Face fame reached Lei Zhang. Is that really Lei's dummy? They ordered a new energy car. No doubt, must be. Order price, 9.99 million. I'd recognize that blindfolded. That is Lei's price. Lei, you're confused. That's 9.99 million. Fei will scam so much. And Fei only sells products, not patents. 9.99 million for a car is way too expensive. I feel like Fei, that profiteer, is just fishing. Now he seems to have hooked Lei. Big fish caught. The retire after 10 million type. If so, Fei can retire after this deal. I think dear Lai is gonna get screwed by Fei. Bikes and cars are totally different. Especially new energy cars. They're packed with tech. It is not something one person can do. Right. When Fei built the bike for High Girl, you said the same. Said computers and bikes were different. And the result. Stop arguing. You're not saying anything useful. What is Laddie thinking? Just ask Dummy Group.
The millions in the live stream left my stream. They went to Dummy's site to comment. Meanwhile, at Dummy's Beijing HQ, Dummy's board members gathered. They were already in chaos. All this because of Labos's order to me. Many netizens may not know. Labos's order to me was decided solely by him. No board approval, director's consent. Now this matter is spreading online. Dummy Tech Board directors slam tables at Labos.
Lee, explain this. We know Shenfei. He is skilled, but only in computers and bikes. Our dummy car has cost billions. In RD so far, billions failed. Now you give 10 million to a live stream shop owner. Ridiculous.
Dummy Group Vice Chairman and Dummy Car Head Lin Jiancheng frowned. It's ridiculous. A blatant challenge to Li Bizi's authority. The board members weren't surprised. No shock on their faces. They all knew. Labose was seen as Dummy Group's face. But for 2 years, Lin Jiancheng's faction had been sidelining him, especially since Lin Jiancheng LED Dummy Auto RD. It had grown worse. Li Bizi's order, without board approval, was a direct move for new energy cars. To Lai, it was Li Bizi's knife. Hence his outburst. Everyone present saw it. Board members glanced at each other, then turned to Li Bizi at the head. Awaiting his response, Lin Jiancheng's words. Regarding the internal strife at Dummy Group, they haven't taken sides yet. Given Li Bizi's track record and his position in Dummy Group, they have no reason not to support him. But Lin Jiancheng is no simple man either. Rumor has it he is backed by big shots in Yanjing, whose ancestors contributed greatly to progress. Now, with things at this stage, they sense a hint of final showdown. It is unclear this time if Label Z can remove Lin Jiancheng and regain full control of Dummy Group, or if Lin Jiancheng will overtake him and crush Li Bizi completely.
Just $1 million in spending power. Do I need to report to you for spending $1 million?
Facing Lin Jiancheng's words, Li Bizi remained calm, smiling lightly. When the group has major expenditures, requires a board meeting for collective resolution. But that is for billions in spending. Just 10 million now. He didn't need to inform Lin Jiancheng or the board. Lin Jiancheng looked up at Li Bizi, his face suddenly showing grief and anger. He said gravely,
Little, 10 million is small, but its impact on Dummy Group could be huge. Don't you see? Within 15 minutes of your order to Shenfei, Dummy Tech stock fluctuated. Investors and shareholders doubt Dummy Group's strength. Our listed company's focus. New energy vehicles entrusted to a small shop owner. Continue this, Dummy Group could be ruined. I suggest ending the order with Shenfei. Announce it yourself. Just a misunderstanding. We also increase investment in Dummy Auto. Let shareholders see our Dummy Group's commitment to new energy vehicles.
Lin Jiancheng's expression shifted from grave to finally excited. He spoke passionately, acting as if he alone cared for the group. Labos listened, then burst out laughing. His smile grew even brighter.
Look, everyone, Director Lin's acting is superb. Director Lin, you should star in movies. I guarantee you'd win Best Actor.
Labos smiled, but his words were like slaps. Across Lin Jiancheng's face, the room fell. Dead silent. Many directors looked at Labos, shocked. As if remembering now, the man before them is Labos, who peaked at debut at his poorest. He still had 4 billion. Back then, the two mas were still in some corner. Every subtle change on the directors' faces was called by Lin Jiancheng. Hearing Labos' sarcastic words again, Lin Jiancheng's face darkened completely.
Mr. Li, what do you mean, insulting me?
Lin Jiancheng's low voice echoed in the room. Labos slowly dropped his smile.
You saw. My decision caused Dummy's stock to fluctuate. Then I ask you, endlessly pouring money into Dummy Auto with 0 results. Does that keep Dummy's stock from fluctuating? 1 year, 680. Lin Jiancheng, I've lost all patience. You say I insult you. Aren't you asking for it?
Labos stares coldly at Lin Jiancheng. He looks nothing like his usual kind self. He seems frighteningly unfamiliar. Hearing his words, Lin Jiancheng falls silent. Several seconds pass before Lin slowly raises his head.
Since you've said this much, I have nothing more to say. I want a bet with you. 3 days. Give me 3 days. If I can't lead Dummy Auto to produce its first car, the Dummy 7, I'll resign as head of Dummy Auto. But if I succeed, you must resign as executive director. Mr. Lai. You accept. As Lin finishes speaking,
the meeting room erupts in a wave of murmurs. The directors expected things to get serious today, but not this serious. Mr. Li.
Think twice. Don't be rash. Mr. Lin's just angry. Don't take it to heart. Oh dear. Yozo, calm down first. Have some tea. Talk slowly. Talk slowly.
Directors began chiming in, urging Lin Jiancheng and Li Bizi. But Lin ignored the voices around him, just staring at Li Bizi, ready to settle this once and for all. Facing Lin's sharp gaze, Labos suddenly calmed. He leaned back in his chair, tossed a document on the table.
Since it is a bet, let's make it bigger. As Dummy Group's exec director, I'll announce in 3 days at North Hill Plaza, Dummy Auto's launch event. You bring Dummy Z7
I bring Shenfei's car, then we'll see. You win or I win. If you win, I'll not only give up the executive director seat, but also reduce my Dami Group shares. But if you lose, I don't want to see you at Dami. You must sell all your Dami Group shares.
Leiba spoke softly, but his words struck like thunder in everyone's ears. No one expected. Leibus had already prepared a bet. The dozen directors snapped back to reality, all staring at Leibus, thinking he was insane. From this bet, Lin Jiancheng held every advantage. After all, Dami Auto had been in RD for a year, with huge funds invested. Now Leibus wanted to bet with just his 9.99M partner Shenfei against Lin Jiancheng. It was like Leibus and Shenfei versus the whole Dami Group. Directors exchanged glances. Complex looks held absurdity and genuine respect. They never imagined Leibus would, as an outsider, challenge the empire he built. They understood Leibus's move, good or bad, for him was best. For Dami Group, win or lose for Lin Jiancheng or Leibus, Dami Group would win. Their internal strife would end quietly, without a trace. No negative impact. Most wouldn't even know it happened. Thinking this, each director looked at Leibus with respect. At this moment, his character had conquered them. But for interests, they'd all ultimately stand behind Lin Jiancheng. Once Leibus proposed the bet, no director quit. Board thinks he can win. 10 million funds, 3 days. Even if Shenfei's skilled, media's hyped him into a legend. They don't think he can create a new energy car to win everyone over.
Lei Zong, why do this? We disagree on some things. I admit I want to be Dami's exec director, but I never meant to destroy you.
Lin Jiancheng's gaze shifts between Lady and the bet on the table. He looks hesitant. Lei's move truly shocks him. Since joining Dami, Lin knew Li was tough, even with his Beijing backing, making Lai wary. Li's kept him suppressed. All these years, his peers who joined other big firms already hold core positions. He alone remains marginalized. Now, Lei's bet seems to Lin Jiancheng like a winning lace suddenly waving the white flag. Lin finds this hard to grasp.
Society is evolving fast. Next big trend looms. Maybe 5 years, maybe just 3, it will emerge. I won't let you or me hinder Dami's growth. I hope in a century, Dami still leads the era. This was inevitable, just happening sooner.
Facing Lin's heartfelt words, Lady's teeth pressure, tension in the room, vanished instantly. Lin stared at Li, silent for 10 seconds. Then he bowed slightly, voice full of respect.
I'm not your equal, but rest assured, Dami is safe with me. I'll take it further.
Lin Jiancheng stood, took the agreement, signed it decisively. Then he rose, face cold again.
Miss Dong, I respect you, but this time you can't win. 2 hours before you ordered from Shenfei, our Dami Motors made a breakthrough. In 3 days, Model 7 will reign over new energy vehicles. Just wait and see.
Lin turned and walked out of the room. Other Dami directors hesitated, then stood and left one by one. Soon, only Lei Bizi remained. Creak, a chair moved. Lei Bizi walked around the table, to the window, at the floor-to-ceiling window. Looking down from here, you'll see the whole city's bustle. Lei Zheng gazed for a long time, then murmured to himself.
Will I lose? He is the most impressive young man I've ever seen. Feels familiar, like my younger self. But I know he is far better than I was.
As Li Zheng bets everything on Shenfei. At the suburban workshop, I've already entered the system super lab. Netizens know Lei Zheng placed an order with me for a new energy vehicle. That is public knowledge. But the order details, only I know. Standing in the super lab's primeval forest, I recall Lei Zheng's lengthy 1,000-word order. I pursed my lips. First line of the order, Lei Zheng told me, no pressure. He knew 3 days was tough to create an eye-catching new energy vehicle. Even if I failed, Lei wouldn't demand payment or announce my failure. Honestly, Lei truly is Lei. Reading those words, I already wanted to take the order. After seeing Lai's vision for the new energy vehicle, I decided to accept it. Gearing, balance shafts, production cost, electric control, and the main smart driving system. Boss Lege, you dare ask a lot. Challenging, but to me, good. But not good enough, Boss Lege. Wait for my big gift. After murmuring, I opened the system shop to pick materials needed for this new energy vehicle. I respect Lai Bu as an entrepreneur, but I won't spend big. I haven't mentioned the main reason for this order. With 9.99 million, if I save enough, I can directly unlock the system's 3rd stage. That is too tempting. After picking for half an hour, I selected all materials for the new energy car. Total 90k. After paying, label said 9.99 million, left 9.892 million. With points from Hai Xiaomei, I have enough for stage 3, but I must complete label's order before unlocking it. Otherwise, with top military manufacturing, I could add some serious upgrades. But now, I'll just have to use my imagination. And another thing, even if label fails, he said he won't take back the order money, but if the experiment fails, the system will mark it as a failure. Even if the money isn't returned, I won't get the upgrade points. Looks like I need to step up. Good thing there is enough time. With that, I threw myself into making the new energy car while I worked day and night in the super lab. The outside world was in an uproar, all because of Dami Group's announcement. 3 days later at Beijing Square, Dami Auto will witness a miracle with you. Dami, born for passion. After news spread of Li Bu's order, countless netizens flocked to Dami's official site. They wanted to know what Li Bu was thinking. Promo room. Dami just dropped a bombshell.
Am I in the right place? This looks like a sci-fi movie set. Thought Lai just wanted a car from Fei. Didn't expect this scale. 3 days. Just 3 days. Miracles don't happen that fast. Since Dami announced it, let's wait and see. In 3 days, we'll know if it is real.
Netizens are buzzing. They already assume Dami's Baishan Square event will showcase Li's car order from me. No one knows about Lady and Lin's bet. It is all secret. This is exactly what Lei wanted. Whether Shenfei delivers the car in 3 days or not, Dami Group wins, and because of me. Now, everyone's intrigued by Dami Group's new energy car launch, but in the suburban workshop, I'm completely unaware of outside events. I'm fully immersed in building the new energy vehicle with prior motorcycle experience. Constructing a car frame isn't difficult for me. They share similarities. Plus, with the system's advanced, fully automated equipment, I effortlessly achieve desired material parameters. In the super lab, I spent about 10 days, less than half a day outside, to complete the car frame and assemble components. This speed would astonish even top global car makers. I designed it without templates, optimizing functionality to its finest state. After initial build, next I need to create some details, like new energy vehicles. 3 key components. Battery, motor, controller. These determine Shenfei's new energy vehicle performance. Compared to first step, this process takes Shenfei a bit longer. Took over 20 days to finish everything. Now, I've been in Super Lab for a month. Before me, a complete new energy vehicle stands ready. Now just charge its battery. It can hit the road. But I know, if I end experiment now, system won't give a passing score. System will directly judge this experiment failed, because label sauce order is only half done. This car is just decent. It is not a top-tier EV. IT lacks the most crucial feature of modern EVs, unintelligent driving system. That is the key selling point. Sigh. The real challenge begins now. I steadied myself, then dove into building the smart driving system. Time flew by. 3 days passed. After breakfast on the 3rd day, the square at North Mountain's base was already bustling. Banners for Dami Group fluttered high, visible from afar. Not just the public, but also business leaders were eager for this long-awaited Dami car launch. They rose early to attend. Some eagerly await before TVs, awaiting Dami's press conference start. Live broadcast. In the Shenzhen Villa, antique style, Huawei chairman Ren Jikun, Bruce T himself, glancing up now and then at the screen before him. Dami Group's press conference hasn't officially begun, but live feed is already on. Scene shows massive crowd, more spectacular than Huawei's own events. Seeing this, his niece Jiang Qiangqian, Pao Chen says,
Uncle, this is absurd. I know Shenfei is hot, talented. He alone built the world's fastest, most stable motorcycle, making Chrysler Group eager for his skills. But Dami and Huawei aren't same scale. Uninformed, might think. Dami is Longwall's top tech firm.
Jiang Qianqian looked quite displeased, doted on by Ren Jikun. She always spoke her mind to him. Ren Jikun looked at his beloved niece and shook his head, smiling.
Qianqian, watch this live stream carefully today. You'll learn a lot. Dami may not match Huawei, but in ability, 10 of me can't match. 1 Li busy.
Ren Jikun said seriously. He might be modest, but clearly, Ren Jikun's opinion of Lei Busy was extremely high. Hearing this, Jiang Qiangqian's big eyes widened in surprise. She shook Ren Jikun's arm, sweetly saying,
Uncle, see something. Tell me, please.
Ren sighed. He looked at his niece. He sipped his tea, then spoke.
All right, Uncle says Uncle Lei's move is riding a wave.
Riding.
Jiang tilted her head, confused. Ren paused briefly, then continued.
Qianqian, you already see it, like you said. Can't compare to Huawei. So, why is Dami's launch bigger than our GG7S? Bigger buzz? Lei's riding the wave. of that young man Shenfei.
Finally, Ren looked meaningfully at the screen. It showed. Press conference begins. Less than 5 minutes left. Jiang Qiangqian hears this. Her pretty eyes widen. She is shocked.
Uncle, you mean Lei Zheng ordered from Shenfei, not expecting a new car in 3 days, but to use Shenfei's current hype.
Ren Jikun nods, smiling.
Qianqian, you hit the nail on the head. After news broke, many fellow entrepreneurs contacted me, asked Lai Zheng's reasoning, including NIO and BYD executives. I just asked them one question. They understood. When they developed cars, how long did it take? How much capital invested? Cars aren't like computers or bikes. They're far more complex, especially new energy vehicles. Shenfei is talented, but building a new energy car in 3 days, impossible. But Shenfei is exceptional. I've had HR send him an offer. He'll be tempted. Mentioning Shenfei,
Ren Jikuan's eyes lit up with admiration. Jiang Qiangqian's curiosity was piqued. She knew her uncle was generous.
Uncle, what is the offer?
Ren Jikuan turned to her.
Want to know?
Yes, uncle, of course.
She nodded eagerly. He didn't keep her waiting.
My offer to Shenfei, besides giving him some Huawei shares, he'll also get at least 300 million yearly salary. Next year's raise won't be below 10%.
Ren Jiqun's voice filled the room. Jiang Qianqian's expression instantly froze. She expected Ren Jikuan to offer Shenfei a high price, but never imagined it'd be this astronomical. Forget the rest. Just that 300 million salary could hire Huawei a full team of 30 high-tech talent. She froze for several seconds. Only when the screen showed the dummy launch starting did she snap out of her shock. She looked up with Ren Jikuan at the live feed, muttering,
Unless Shenfei's blind, he can't refuse such an offer.
Dummy group car launch begins. Because of bullet comments instantly flood screen, but dummy live stream staff checking backhand data are stunned. Same time, thousands of comments contain Dami. Seems like a lot, but comments with Shenfei number 70 to 80,000. Though Dami staff were prepared, they never imagined viewers of their new energy car launch mostly came for Shenfei. As livestream viewers get excited, Lady B steps on stage, greets audience, announces launch start. Lady hands stage to Lin Jie. Lin Jie takes mic, walks center, then says directly,
I know why you're here. No beating around the bush. Let's welcome our star of the show arrives.
As Lin Jiancheng finishes, all 5 live cameras pan to the side. A sleek, stylish car is driven by dummy group staff. Onto the stage, Lin looks at the car with pride and confidence. Once centered on stage, Lin takes the mic to detail its features, from interior to exterior, range to hardware. Each pause in his speech draws loud applause. Industry insiders listen to Lin's presentation and nod in approval. The car's features impress. It ranks among top new energy vehicles. Millions of live viewers erupt in chatter.
What? Fei didn't scam Lei this time. Exterior and interior look top notch. My youth is over. Fei's not the same guy. How to say? This car has its merits, but it doesn't amaze me. Like most new energy cars, Fei's good with computers and motorcycles. 3 days. Fei gave Lei this car. Not bad. Wait. No, look at the screen. Fei didn't make this car.
As millions in the stream were debating, the big screen flashed. Text images appeared. Lin turned to the crowd and smiled. Everyone.
This car, the Model 7, was made by Dami Auto. Over 300 days. We worked tirelessly. Dami's first new energy vehicle. I know it may still have many imperfections, not enough to stand at the peak of new energy vehicles, but I hope you all give us some time. In time, Dami will bring bigger surprises.
Lin Jiancheng finished. On site, Dami's loyal fans applauded. In Shencheng Bilei, Ren Jikun watched the live stream. He said knowingly,
Qianqian, Zeta, Dami's Model 7 is just average. Getting this much attention is already hard. Going forward, Dami may not sell big, but it has opened the door to new energy. Your Uncle Lei's marketing is great. Without his idea to use Shenfei for attention, Dami cars wouldn't make a splash. Alright, keep watching. Uncle has work to do. Can't stay.
Ren Jikun said, was about to leave. But then, a question suddenly came from the screen.
Mr. Lin, Lei's order for Mr. Shenfei has spread online for 3 days. We thought this launch would showcase Shenfei's car, but from start to finish, this event had nothing to do with him. I'd like to ask, did Shenfei fail? He couldn't build a car to your specs in 3 days.
A reporter asked, microphone in hand. Ren Jikun, about to leave, hesitated briefly, then sat back down. Audience and live stream viewers, intrigued by the question, listened intently. On stage, Lin Jiancheng smiled calmly, then turned to look at Lei Jing below.
I think this question better for CEO Lei to answer himself.
Lin Jiancheng looked at Lei Bizi below, unable to hide a victor's smirk. After he spoke, all eyes turned toward Lei Bizi. Lei Bizi sighed quietly, then relaxed his expression. He seemed prepared for this situation. But then, a sputtering sound, like a tractor, suddenly broke the silence. The unexpected noise left everyone bewildered. This was a high-tech new energy car launch event. A tractor sound was completely out of place. After a pause, all turned to look toward the sound. A tractor belching black smoke had stopped east of the square. Its creaky door swung open. A dark-skinned old man, he stepped down. Seeing so many eyes on him, the old man grew nervous. But then he seemed to remember something. He shouted out,
Boss Lei! Boss Lei! Mr. Shen asked me to deliver your car!
His rough voice echoed across the scene. Everyone instinctively looked at the tractor's trailer. Through gaps in the pile of firewood on the trailer, they could vaguely see the edge of a car. Realizing, Leiba strode over to the old man.
I'm Boss Lei. Sir, did Mr. Shenfei send you with my car? It is back there, right?
His excitement was now impossible to hide. Though late, Shenfei had still delivered the car at the final moment. But as Lei Busy spoke and was about to step toward the tractor's trailer, the dark-skinned old man stopped him.
Boss Lei, can't look yet! You can't see it yet! You haven't paid the freight! I drove many hours to deliver it here! Mr. Shen said to collect from you!
The old man said anxiously. Hearing this, even Lei Busy's expression froze. Millions of live viewers burst out laughing.
Not joking. I just spat out my water. Sprayed it everywhere. I can't take it. Let me laugh for 3 minutes. Using a tractor to deliver. Lady's car is nothing but freight collect. This move is unmatched. Familiar taste. Familiar formula. Fei is still Fei. Look, Lei's questioning his life. Gosh, satisfied. I'm done. That is the feeling.
Stream viewers are delighted. Live audience laughs. Only the old man looks worriedly at Lisi. No money, no car. Lei regains composure, eyelids twitching. He waves behind. A secretary-like woman hurries over. She takes out cash, hands it to the man. Satisfied, he leads Lei to the truck bed. Soon, he lowers the tailgate. Now they see Shenfei's new energy vehicle. But seeing its shape, crowd pauses again. It is unlike most new energy cars on market. Look closely, it is like an old 86, discontinued long ago. Is Fake a fan of Takumi Fujiwara, so he made an 86 replica. I must say, seeing this car, a retro vibe hits you. I kinda like it. Enough. I think that cheapskate Fei either cut corners or saved money by using an old junker converted to electric. Truth. You know Fei well. As viewers buzz, Lei Busy eagerly climbs onto the tractor trailer. All 5 live cameras focus on the car I built nearby, off stage. Lin Jiancheng watches Fei's utterly indifferent. Several Demi directors stood beside him. They were already congratulating Lin Jiancheng.
Chairman Lin, congratulations! The Dami 7 you led is a complete success today. Indeed, from now on, Dami has truly entered the new energy vehicle market. Chairman Lin deserves the credit. I just checked. Dami's stock price rose 0.05% in just minutes. I can already see Dami reaching new heights under your leadership.
The directors surrounded Lin Jiancheng, all smiles. Hearing their flattery, Lin's wrinkles creased with a smile. He lifted his chin slightly, nodding toward Lei Busy. Gentlemen, it's too early for such talk. We haven't seen Lan's $10 million car, Lin Jiancheng said, with a smile, but his contempt was clear to see. Just then, something seemed wrong with Li's side. Amid the noise, Lin squinted over. Meanwhile, Lei used Shen's key to open the door. The interior looked like any other EV. But the problem arose when Li tried to start it. The car was still on the trailer. Ramps were set, just needed to drive off. But when Li pressed start, the car didn't respond. The car didn't respond. Seeing this, the crowd and live stream erupted in chatter.
Damn, Feiji messed up. Car won't start. 3 days was too short. Feiji must have missed something. We're doomed. Feiji's reputation is ruined. Car can't even start. This is hopeless. I feel better. Finally. Balanced. Compared to Feiji, I felt like trash.
Crowd noise. Lei frowned, checking for issues. Tech background. He knew cars. Somewhat. Not top expert, but better than average. Much better. But checking revealed the problem. Lei couldn't hold back.
Power. No power.
Lei slumped in seat. He cursed. Face darkened. His voice broadcast live, instantly silenced the noise. The entire North Hill Square fell into dead silence. The silence lost it. several seconds. Then laughter erupted. Many doubled over, unable to stand. Tears streamed down faces. People had heard of Shenfei's reputation, but now they saw it firsthand. Viewers who came for Shenfei were already in stitches. I can't breathe. Let me catch my breath. Same old Shenfei. Still the master profiteer. I thought no gas for Daimei.
Was bad enough. Now the junk gets no charge. Poor guy. $10 million order. 1T pay for 30 yuan charge. In the entire business circle, it is absolutely shocking. Others treat customers as gods. Phage treats himself as god. Labor probably didn't expect. His name means nothing to Phage. No effect at all. Still get scammed. Of course.
Didn't you see later? Look completely stunned. Only Phage can make a billionaire lose his composure. Lai Busi in the car seat is indeed extremely conflicted, thinking about his order demands for Shenfei. Lai Busi has little hope, but then his phone suddenly rings. He checks it. His expression freezes. He thought it was a business partner's message, but it is from Shenfei via Hotshot platform. Order confirmation from him. After Lai Busi read Shenfei's message, his brows immediately furrowed tightly.
Shenfei, what are you trying to do? Are these two even comparable?
Lai Busi muttered under his breath. Then he fell silent. Over 10 seconds later, when Dummy Group staff brought mobile charging piles, Lai Busi snapped out of his thoughts.
Fine. At this point, I must trust Shenfei.
Lai Busi took a deep breath and got out of the car. He whispered to his secretary, then headed off stage. The audience thought he was storming off in anger. Instantly, they buzzed. With chatter, the secretary watched. Lost control for a moment, she quickly explained.
Our Dummy Group press conference isn't over. CEO Lei just told me after the car is fully charged, we'll officially showcase the car Mr. Shenfei built for Dummy Group. Please wait patiently.
She then stepped aside to oversee the car charging. The audience of thousands and millions of live viewers heard her and chose to wait quietly. At any other company's event, making everyone wait over half an hour would cause many to leave early. But because of me, they were very patient. About 20 minutes later, the roar of engines suddenly erupted. People were getting bored, and the explosive sound made many turn to look. At the open area near Bishan Square's entrance, supercars emerged one after another, coming to a steady stop. At first glance, there were at least a dozen, including top supercars like Ferrari and Lamborghini. Stunning. Supercars are every man's dream. Seeing this lineup, all eyes were drawn. Many quickly pulled out phones to snap photos. As attention focused on these supercars, Label's voice suddenly boomed through speakers.
Next, enjoy a racing feast. These are top supercars gathered by Dummy Group. Their drivers are professional racers.
Label's voice echoed across the square. Cheers erupted immediately. No one expected such a show. Millions of live viewers exploded with excitement.
Wow, Label delivers again. Every launch event is a full show. Hearing those supercar roars makes my blood boil. But this is Dummy's new energy. Car launch, bringing gasoline supercars. For a race? Right. What is Lai thinking? Afraid Dummy cars will sell too well. Why? Worry. Just enjoy the show. Wait. Damn. No. Look, my eye's tricking me.
Live chat viewers suddenly got excited. On-site crowd looked stunned. At North Hill Road starting line, dozens of supercars roared, engines growling, like beasts ready to pounce. Then, Lai Shenfei's, the car he built, parked among supercars. The sight shocked everyone, like a pack of steel beasts, mixed with a little lamb, a silent one. After a second of silence, noise erupted like a tide.
Holy crap. Slap me, honey. Am I hallucinating? Not a hallucination, but is Lai crazy? Let me think. A race with supercars and a Lai's driving an electric car.
Lamborghini, Ferrari, Koenigsegg. If Lai sees their exhaust, I'll eat my hat. Lai's stunt gets full marks. This is the wildest car launch I've seen. Not just the crowd was stunned, even Lion Jiancheng and Dummy Group directors. Jaws dropped. Seconds passed. Lin Jiancheng snapped out first. He wiped his eye.
Mr. Li, you're proving how bad that car is to highlight our seventh greatness. Enough. Mr. Li, you've done enough for me, for Dummy Group. Whether you remain executive director or not, you'll always have my respect.
Lin spoke with emotion, genuinely moved by Li Bus. Other directors fought on. So that is it. The bigger Lai stunt, the better our seven sells. Chairman Lin sees clearly. He grasped the truth instantly. Under his leadership, will be bigger, stronger, more glorious. Under Lin Jiancheng's watch, the race elsewhere is counting down. Supercars ready to go. Roars fill the sky. Meanwhile, Lai Bus drives a Shenfei new energy car. Like a lamb to slaughter, just waiting to be crushed by supercars. Countdown ends. Starting gunfires. Supercars all zoom off. Their launch impresses the crowd. Then they look at light boss's car, and laughter erupts. New energy cars accelerate faster than most fuel cars, but that is only compared to regular cars against real supercars. It is no contest. Just at launch, Labus falls behind dozens of meters. Seconds later, Labus couldn't even see the supercar's exhaust. But then, his status as Dami Group's chairman showed. The drone operators were smart. Of 5 tracking drones, 2 stayed right behind Labus. So, driving his car, Labus reached North Mountain's first curve. The crowd and the stream viewers were glued to the big screen, showing drone footage. Everyone watched the supercars, barely glancing at Labus. But that glance froze them all. Some even gasped. Screams of disbelief. Lai's car on screen. Hits 120 km per h. Not supercar fast, but not slow either. That is the max speed on most highways. At this speed, Lai drifts through the turn. In under a second, he clears the curve.
Guys, am I seeing this? Lai didn't slow down. I'm stunned. Feels like he took that turn faster than pros in supercars. No, feels like he was faster. I timed it. Fastest supercar, the Koenigsegg, took 1.2 seconds. Lai did it in 0.6. Twice as fast. Wow! Thought he was showing off the car. Turns out he's showing off his skills. I'm in love. I'm Lai's top driving fan now.
Viewers in the live stream chat, all eyes turned to Lai's car on screen. As time passed, everyone grew more amazed.
They thought Lai's no brake cornering was the peak. But that was just the start. Wow! Heel to downshift, trail braking. Scandinavian flick to drift is like a retired pro racer. That is impressive, but there is more. Weight transfer to lift the front, create passing lines, minimal counter steer with car placement to save tires. Most shocking, Lai uses inertia to drift his skills rival, Takumi from Initial. Call him Takumi Lai.
Live chat explodes. Barrage goes wild. No one expected this race to look like this. Among supercars and pros, Labus becomes the undisputed star. North Mountain's winding road has many curves. With extreme skill, Labus drives from last to first place. He leads second place by nearly a kilometer. Overtaken pros watch. The tailless electric car, faces full of disbelief. Boss Lai, who is the pro here? Who is driving the supercar? At North Square, silence falls, all watching, all eyes fixed on the screen, showing Labus's car. In the crowd, Lin Jiancheng and Dami Group directors exchanged glances, confusion in their eyes. When did Lai learn such driving skills?
Who knows? He has many hobbies. Maybe learned when young. He could join pro racing after retiring. I'll book tickets for all. You said it. We'll go together to watch him race.
Enough. His skills are great, but you think he is better than pros. They're hired by Lai. Who knows if they held back?
Hearing Lin Jiancheng, all nodded in agreement. At the mountain space, Lai's car slowly appeared in their view. They were calm, but the crowd of thousands, but I can't calm down. Before Lai could park, cheers erupted across the square, but they didn't know. Lai, still in the driver's seat, was filled with shock. He stared at the steering wheel, swallowing hard. He couldn't believe it. This lasted over 2 minutes. Only when other racers finished the lap and arrived did Lai take a deep breath and step out. As he did, the racers gathered around.
Mr. Lai, you're joking, right? You held this race, invited us all, offered 5 million for first. We gave it our all. But you're the real expert. Your skills are almost a pro racer. Can't beat him. No chance.
Drivers smiled wryly, eyes full of admiration for Lai's skills. Amateurs watch fun, pros say skill. Even to them, Lai's driving was mind-blowing. His smooth overtakes left them stunned. They were amazed. If pros admire Lai's skill this much, imagine the crowd. Thousands gathered, shouting, "Boss Lai,
You're insane. Better than movies. Take apprentices. Teach us. Make a tutorial. I'll learn on my knees. Boss Lai, marry me." The crowd went wild.
Excitement soared. Shouts grew wilder. Lai Zheng took the mic. He cleared his throat. The noise faded almost instantly under the gaze of the excited crowd. Lei Zhen spoke slowly. What do you think? As he spoke, he pointed to the side. Everyone turned to look. Seeing Shenfei's car, they prepared to comment, but then a sudden popping sound rang out. 3 of the car's tires split open. The last one warped, and it got worse. After faint cracking sounds, a loud noise came from inside. The motor burned out. After a second of silence, laughter erupted.
How much did Shenfei rip off Lei? No charge. Fine, but quality's trash. First time seeing a new car. End up like this. Lei got lucky. Right. His legs must be shaking. If it broke during the race, we'd be burning paper at his grave. Shenfei's car held Lei back. If he drove a supercar, can't imagine. The spectacle. Lei, race again. Use the Koenigsegg. Yeah, Lei, please.
The crowd chanted. Nearby, Lin Jiancheng and other board members looked at the wrecked car and shook their heads, smiling. Only Lei Bus stared at the car, showing no surprise. Seems everyone's reviews aren't great. Alright then, let me show you something. Xiaozhang, play the video from my phone on the big screen. Lei Bu said, handing his phone to his secretary. Even now, a flicker of excitement remained in his eyes. The pretty secretary nodded and took the phone, walking away to set it up. The audience, both live and online, was puzzled. They wondered what Lei Bus was up to. Patiently, they watched the big screen. Once ready, the video played. Wow, it is Lei in the car.
This is interesting. I really want to see how he drove like that. Boss Lei's generous. I'll study this video every meal. Bro, you're not alone. See those pro racers? They all seriously pulled out phones to record.
Everyone stared at the big screen, not daring to blink, afraid to miss any exciting moment. On the big screen now, over a dozen sports cars roared one after another. Clearly, the race was about to start. In the shot, Lei Zhen didn't have hands on the wheel, just tapped the main control screen with a finger. Next second, a pleasant female voice came through the big screen to the venue and live stream, reaching every viewer's ears. Ding ding, full smart. Self-driving selected. Please fasten seatbelt. The pleasant prompt was very sweet, but now these words struck like thunder in everyone's ears. All expressions froze. Nearby, Lin Jiancheng and other Demi directors were in disbelief, doubting their ears.
Full smart self-driving. So, it wasn't Mr. Lai affecting those races and supercars.
But this car... voice trembling. Now many new energy cars claim self-driving features. But insiders know current self-driving is still in testing. At best, driver assistance, avoid obstacles, emergency brake, etc. Like Demi 7 just shown. Driving to stage center was impressive when Lin Jiancheng demonstrated. Crowd cheered, thunderous applause. That much is clear. But what they're hearing now is nonsense. Fully autonomous driving. Just told Lai to buckle up. If that race just now was truly done by Shenfei's car, completed by this vehicle, with Lai from start to finish, never touching the wheel, then they can't imagine the impact Shenfei's car would have on the entire new energy vehicle industry. Shenfei, Xu Fei, Xu Tao, all would be crushed. Impossible.
Absolutely impossible at most. It is just an assisted driving feature. Those maneuvers couldn't possibly be done by a car alone. Such technology can't exist now, not even in 10 years. Regaining his composure, Lin Jiancheng
exclaimed in disbelief. Compared to other directors, he understood better what this truly. How absurd.
Chairman Lin, don't panic yet. Let's see what happens. We'll know soon.
Just then, another director squinted and said. Hearing this, Lin Jiancheng pursed his lips, frowned, and looked at the screen. Other viewers, after the shock, stared intently. On the big screen, the race began. Lei Zhen buckled up, leaned back, and did nothing. The straight ended. First turn approached. Everyone held their breath. 6 seconds passed. Seeing those 6 seconds, they felt chills. A cold shiver rose from their feet to their scalps. I'm stunned.
If I saw right, Boss Lei never touched the steering wheel. Blinding corner without slowing. The car did it itself. Did you see Boss Lei's expression just now? He seemed shocked too. Damn, who wouldn't be? Never heard of a car driving itself.
Live chat exploded like a tide. Everyone's jaw dropped at this scene, and it wasn't over. Corner after corner, overtake after overtake, heel to downshift, trail braking, pendulum, drift initiation, weight transfer. To lift the front wheels, create overtaking lines, minimal counter steer with shuffle steering to control tire wear, inertia, drift. Even pro drivers struggle. Advanced maneuvers. Countless viewers watched a car perform them autonomously. The further they watched, the more stunned they became, especially at 10:08. That pleasant alert sounded again. Tires and motor overload detected. Failure predicted in 8:07. Other components intact. Drive safely. Hearing these alerts from the big screen, everyone gulped. involuntarily. So the tire and motor issues were already monitored. Time to the second, no danger could arise. During the race,
I'm floored, completely. Thought the 800 kilometers per H bike was phase limit. Who knew in just 3 days? Faye blew my mind again. Faye's God tier moment number. From PC to bike to EV. Where is phase limit? Never thought one person could be this amazing. Is it too late to study now? First time seeing knowledge and text charm. Some guess brother Faye was already 60. I'd say he's at least 80. No way he is younger. Takes a lifetime of research to achieve such results.
live stream viewers, near 10 million, are buzzing non-stop. Can't stop talking, watching the car on screen. In full self-driving mode. It is like seeing Ultraman. In real life, seeing the light. Not just regular viewers are stunned. Even business leaders watching the stream are frozen in awe. In a Shenzhen villa, Renji watches, breath-quickening. Recently, Huawei also launched their own new energy vehicle, a Huawei car, GG9. At launch, it crushed rivals. Its self-driving tech made it top new energy car. But comparing GG9's system to Shenfei's car, Renji was speechless. Their GG9 was no self-driver, a child's toy. He recalled offering Shenfei 300 million. His face burned. Huawei spent 20 billion on GG9. Shenfei alone built a car that crushed their GG9. Shenfei's worth dwarfed his masters and PhDs. Wasn't just insulting Shenfei, it shamed himself.
Qianjia, Uncle was wrong. Very wrong. This was never Lei Zheng's marketing. It was Shenfei's show. I underestimated him. He alone equals countless top research teams. Having such talent is Dragon Nation's fortune.
After a bitter smile, Renji Quan's face lit with excitement. Now, whether Shenfei joins Huawei matters less. He's glad Shenfei's a dragon citizen. As for Jiang Qianqian, she wasn't listening to Rin anymore. She stared at the screen, eyes sparkling. She'd become my little fan on screen. After the video ended, all eyes returned to my car. The first applause broke the silence. Then, it seemed to trigger a chain reaction. In a breath, the venue erupted in applause. Everyone looked at the car, sensing a glorious era for new energy. Vehicles was about to arrive. Just then, from the car with blown tires and burnt motor, that pleasant prompt sounded again.
Ding, there is a voicemail. Please check. Owner, mail access level high. Play mail automatically.
The sudden voice made everyone pause. Before they could react, a magnetic voice came from the car. Mr. Lei, hello, I'm Shenfei. You've likely heard. I sell products, not patents. Whoever figures it out can share some royalties. But for this first-gen new energy car, which I call Dami Guang, I'm willing to sell you some patents. No choice. A bit short on cash lately. If Mr. Lei has decided, contact me via order receipt. My words echo slowly, filling the square. Silence fell instantly. Millions in the live stream snapped back, then erupted.
Damn! Shameless! How dare he say that? Outrageous! Laughable. I'm laughing too. Anyone could be short on cash, but a profiteer like you. Ridiculous. Wait, is that Faye's real voice? Sounds so young. Hiss, you've got a point. Sounds about 20. Don't joke. 20? Did Faye start researching in the womb? Haiti I could accept. 20. How do I live with that? I'm a total loser compared to him. I can already see today's top trending topic. Research prodigy is only 20. Fei Ji partnered with Lei Jun at age 20. At 20, I was still saying Maka Paka all day. Stop talking. My mom's watching. She keeps looking at the stream. Then me. There is murder in her eyes.
After my age was accidentally revealed in a voice clip, everyone was stunned. As for Lei Jun, he was grinning from ear to ear. He knew I only sell products, not patents. He knew I only sell products, not patents. Lei Jun planned to use me to secure absolute control of the group first, then lead his team to study the car I built for his order day and night. Who knew I'd give him such a huge gift with my help? Lei Jun believes the first-gen Dami Sovi can soon be mass-produced. Now he thinks my name, Light, is perfect. Couldn't be more fitting. This car is a light, breaking into the EV world. And I'm a light in Lei Boss's life, illuminating him and Dami Group. Thinking this, Lei Boss rushed to contact me. But just then, heavy footsteps sounded. Lei Boss Tanche. Lin Jiancheng stood behind him.
Mr. Lai, congratulations.
Lin wore a bitter smile, lingering disbelief. He never imagined Lei Boss could beat Dami's R with just one person. A total crush.
Don't be so down. I didn't beat you. That genius boy did. People say my life is legendary.
But next to him, he is the real legend. Lei Boss looked at Lin, sincerely said, hearing Lei's words. Lin froze briefly. Then he shook his head, smiling bitterly.
Lei, you're mistaken. I'm not discouraged. I lost fairly. Shenfei is formidable. So much. It makes my heart tremble. But your choice is also brilliant. Now I understand. You're not just a Dami's founder. You're its best leader. Leizo, farewell.
Finally, Lin bowed slightly to Lei. then turned to leave. Lei watched Lin, hesitated a moment, then asked,
What is next?
Lei didn't grandly try to keep Lin, just as if he had failed. Lin wouldn't keep him either. In business, they were rivals, competitors, but in some ways, Lei Bossy still admired Lin Jiancheng, at least in new energy. Vehicle tech, Lin was far stronger. He lost to Shenfei, but not to other new energy cars.
I want to return to the institute. You know, Mr. Lai, my family has some influence in Yanjing. I used to focus on research, immersed in science. Then, I found it boring and lost interest. Today, Shenfei showed me true research. I'll dedicate my life to science. Even a small achievement would make it worthwhile.
Lin said seriously. He seemed resolved. Lei Bossy stared, surprised. For the first time, respect flickered in his eyes.
Good luck.
Ha! Thanks, Mr. Lai. Hope we can have tea together sometime.
After his last words, Lin Jiancheng held no more attachment to the scene. He turned, waved at Lei Burson, and left with ease. Lei Burson watched Lin's receding figure, pursed his lips, and finally murmured,
Every researcher deserves respect and admiration, but most spend their lives in obscurity. Few achieve frequent success like Shenfei, Jiancheng. I hope you keep calm in your long career ahead. After all, a prodigy like Shenfei is one of a kind.
With Lin's departure and Lai's reflection, Dami Group's launch event concluded successfully. Shenfei's name again dominated top search charts and news headlines everywhere. All taken by Guang's new energy cars. They dominate. New energy cars are known. Self-driving new energy cars too. They're also known. But fully autonomous smart cars. New energy vehicles. No one even dreamed of them. Many missed the live launch, but seeing Square race videos, they were stunned. Astonished. No one expected, with modern tech so advanced, the first to lose jobs wouldn't be farmers, but race car drivers, a seemingly safe profession, never obsolete. As online buzz grew, in their sight, Mochi City's first military district, a top 10 national base. Its strength isn't just combat power, but its leading edge, military RD capability. Here, home to the nation's largest military RD base, countless top domestic talents gather here. In this vast military zone, an imposing gray-haired elder watches a video. On his phone, he adjusts his glasses.
Remarkable, truly remarkable. To think our nation has such a brilliant young mind, but his research focus seems civilian, a waste of his talent.
Chen Zhenming sighs. He presses a button on his desk. Minutes later, a straight-backed youth knocks and enters.
Professor, you called?
Contact this young man, Shenfei. I want him at our ID base.
Chen Zhenming Tajitsu's top student, Ma Hongyi said. As head of the RID base, Chen Zhenming had many students. Among them all, Ma Hongyi's talent ranked top 5, so Chen treated him very kindly. But hearing Chen's words, Ma hesitated.
Professor, I've heard of Shenfei. His deeds are trending online lately. But bringing him here directly seems irregular. We recruit only top talent from military schools and institutes. Most have at least 5 years in military research. Shenfei's work is civilian products. He'd likely know nothing at our RD base.
Ma spoke boldly. Most receiving Chen's orders would just obey, never daring to question, or risk Chen's furious scolding. After all, this man who now he is kind. But at the research base, Chen Zhenming is known for his temper. Many new researchers have been reduced to tears, but Ma Hongyi dares say this because Chen treats him differently. Hearing this, Chen just smiles and says,
I just want Shenfei to try. I'm not saying he'll be a formal member yet. Civilian and military work differ greatly. Whether he excels in military tech remains to be seen. Time will tell. All right, go make contact.
Chen waves his hand. Ma Hongyi nods obediently, then turns to leave. As his hand touches the doorknob, Chen speaks again.
Wait, is Qin Ying's test over?
Hearing her name, Ma's eyes instantly admiration flashed. He nodded quickly.
Yes, sir. Mentor Qin finished. Super hard alloy research. Experiment took 2 years. On and off. But her breakthrough will revolutionize our battle tanks with this alloy. Tank combat power will rise 2 levels. She is a true genius.
Ma Hongyi's tone was full of awe. Compared to Qin Ying, Shenfei is nothing. Chen Zhenming nodded. A smile touched his stern face.
Qin Ying is sharp. She studied under me. Just 2.5 years, then became base mentor. Xiaoma, work hard.
Yes, we won't fail you.
Okay, contact Shenfei first. Then notify everyone. Meeting in Hall 1. Qin Ying Tou.
Yes, sir. I'll arrange it.
Hearing he'd see Qin Ying soon, Ma Hongyi grew visibly excited. He quickly left Chen Zhenming's office. After Ma left, Chen turned his gaze to his phone. Watching the self-driving new energy car I built race on screen. murmured.
Is it preset programming or smart road recognition? If the latter, it could be applied to greatly improve special ops efficiency. But current tech makes mass production difficult. Shenfei must have researched long, finally developed this set.
Unbeknownst to me, I'd already caught Chen Zhenmin's eye, a true military industry heavyweight. After sending Lai some core tech data on the Guangnu energy vehicle, I left the workshop for a few days rest. My merged memories showed, besides this workshop, I had a place downtown. So I headed to the city to stay there. The workshop had a room, but I believe work and life should be separate. Plus, out here, I never see anyone. Keep this up. My social skills might atrophy. Exiting the workshop, basking in the warm afternoon sun, I stretched comfortably. For the workshop, my plan is to wait a few days for orders, or take only suitable ones. Unlocking the system's top-tier military manufacturing phase, I naturally want bigger. Challenge myself. Decision made. Off to the city. I sighed, then drove my old Jetta slowly toward the city. Meanwhile, at the first military district research base, Chen Zhenmin walked to the conference hall. Before arriving, he heard wailing from inside.
Sister Yin, stop it. I surrender. Instructor Jin, you're an instructor. Don't bully me. Wah, it'll break.
Hearing this, Chen paused. Then he shook his head and smiled wryly. That girl. He quickened his pace. As he reached the meeting room door, he saw a graceful figure kick someone flying. Her long legs in loose pants were sexy and powerful. Chen Zhenmin looked closer. Besides the one Qin Ying kicked, 4 or 5 more lay on the floor, unable to get up. Clearly, Qin Ying had hit them hard. Qin Ying didn't notice Chen Zhenmin behind her. She glanced at the man on the floor, clapped her hands, and crossed her arms.
You're all too weak. I told you to exercise, as well as do research. 2 years have passed, still so weak.
Her clear voice echoed through the large room. Not only the man on the floor felt like crying. Even the onlookers twitched their eyes.
Sister Yin, we do exercise. We run 20 kilometers daily. Not miss a day in 2 years. But fight you, could we win? Even the special forces avoid you. What can we do? Fine. Sis Yin, do what you want. We'll die standing.
They spoke one after another, faces full of grievance. Qin Yin saw their expressions, paused briefly, then cracked her knuckles and moved toward them. Good. Spirited. Now you sound like men. I'll oblige. As she spoke, Qin Ying's long leg rose up. But just then, Chen Zhenmin finally intervened.
Enough, Qin Ying. Stop bullying your juniors.
Chen Zhenmin spoke while entering, hands behind his back. Everyone aside, seeing Chen Zhenmin, they lit up like seeing their dad. Wiping tears, they crowded around.
Mr. Chen, you must help us. Qin Ying bullies us. We're top military researchers. She forces us to exercise. It is torture. Heard she was returning. I had nightmares. Trioed research was coming together. Scared it all away. Mr. Chen, help us.
They swarmed Chen Zhenmin. Tears and snot flowing. Nothing like top military researchers.
Enough. Qin Ying means well. Without good health, research can't last. Return to your seats. We have business today.
Finally, Chen Zhenmin's tone turned serious. The 10 people present immediately changed expressions. Smiles faded. They returned to their seats. Only Qin Ying remained unfazed. She pulled a chair and sat. Chen Zhenmin glanced at her, said nothing more. He walked to the meeting room's display screen, uploaded a video. Then he addressed the group. Watch this video first. As he finished speaking, dozens in the room turned their attention. They saw a car on screen, operating with no driver, performing full autonomous driving, executing complex maneuvers, leaving supercars far behind. Even these top military engineers showed surprise. Qin Ying, watching nearby, narrowed her eyes. After the video ended, she fell deep in thought. Chen Zhenmin stepped to the podium. He scanned the audience. Then he spoke with authority.
What you saw in that video happened just hours ago. It is from a live stream by a top tech company. Some of you may have heard of Shenfei. Others may not. Now, speak up. What are your thoughts?
After he finished, the 8 exchanged glances. Then they began to discuss. Qin Ying, seated at the front, narrowed her eyes, lost in thought. In the room, after some discussion, someone stood up. He addressed Chen.
So Chen, this fully autonomous driving feature is impressive, but not groundbreaking. Visually striking, but not very practical. For civilian use, this tech does offer peak driving experience, but driverless cars are illegal. If Dummy Group wants to launch this car, the racing feature won't pass review. Technically speaking, I admire Shenfei. He seems to have a natural talent for AI. Hong Yi mentioned, you might recruit Shenfei to our military base. After some training in military tech, he could really contribute to our military AI.
A bespectacled youth spoke eloquently. Hearing this, many in the room nodded in agreement. Chen Zhenmin looked up and asked, So Ting,
What about military use? Military?
Su Ting was taken aback.
meeting Chen Zhenmin's gaze, he shook his head and smiled.
Sir Chen, no need to test me. I can see that this technology, in my view, can't be applied to military use. In combat, autonomous driving could free up manpower. But even the smartest tech is just cold parts. It can't adapt to a fluid battlefield. For example, an AI driving system only analyzes current road conditions. Like we saw in the video, it takes corners at top speed, choosing the fastest, most direct route. That is the core logic of AI driving systems. But in battle, the shortest path isn't always best or safest. If it's AI driving applied to military use, it could cause irreversible errors.
Su Ting's words echoed through the conference room. Agreement grew louder. Many female researchers admired the handsome Su Ting. But just then, a discordant voice suddenly spoke up.
Su Ting, can't you admit Shenfei's talent? You all think so highly of yourselves, looking down on his work. But could any of you create such an intelligent driving system?
The mocking words slapped Cao Ting and the others in the face. But when they looked toward the voice, they fell silent.
Sister Ying, I don't look down on Shenfei. I'm just stating facts. As for intelligent driving systems, I haven't studied them. I don't know if I could create one.
Su Ting bravely said. Qin Ying rolled her eyes. Then she looked at Chen Zhenmin.
Mr. Chen, look how hypocritical they are. Military research excels in some areas over civilian work. But something that shocked Lei Bizi so deeply is dismissed by them as trivial. No respect for technology. Mr. Chen, you shouldn't have gathered so many people. Lock each in a room to focus on research. No vanity then.
Qin Ying spoke bluntly. Xiu Ting, Ma Hongyi, and others twitched their eyes. If not for Qin Ying's special forces strength, they'd argue back. But now, they kept quiet, pretending not to hear, or glanced at Chen Zhenmin, hope Chen Zhenmin can help. But soon, their last hope was dashed.
Qin Ying's words were blunt, but not unreasonable. Shenfei's smart driving system is indeed ahead of its time. He is a fine young man. I look forward to his arrival. Xiaoma, any progress?
Finally, Chen changed the subject, looking at Ma Hongyi nearby. Ma Hongyi paused briefly, then checked his phone. He said, seeming frustrated.
Professor, I got Shenfei's contact from Tiger Shark Live. I called twice from the admissions office, but both were rejected. I sent a text, but no reply yet. Chen waved it off.
Saying to set it aside. Meanwhile, Qin Ying couldn't help but glared at Ma Hongyi. Qin Ying heard his provocation.
Enough. Wait for Shenfei's reply. If he is into research, he won't miss this chance. Now, let's begin the formal meeting.
Home. Everyone sat up straight. So that wasn't the real purpose. Under their gaze, Chen Zhenmin took chalk, wrote on the board. Key breakthroughs needed for modern strategic aircraft. As Qin Ying, and top military talents discussed. At Shangsong HQ in Shenzhen, its CEO, the Delivery King, worried about planes too.
Boss Wang, continue. ID. 6 failed tests. Keep going. How much more money will it cost?
An assistant beside Wang Wei, a middle-aged man, said with a grimace. Since early last year, to speed up deliveries, Shangsong started a drone delivery plan. They hired many specialized research talents. They invested over $1 billion. But after all their big talk, promising to build a drone with long endurance, strong cargo capacity, and good stability to greatly improve efficiency, fly nationwide, deliver same day. The ads sounded impressive, but results were disappointing. 6 attempts all failed. Endurance was too short, cargo capacity too weak, or, if those were met, stability was poor. Over this past year, Shangsong burned through cash, blew up many test drones. Now Shangsong and Wang Wei are stuck. Any move gets shot down, like being forced out by the poison circle.
Lao Liang, I know your concerns, but if we stop now, all that money's wasted. And I, Wang Wei, keep my word, made the promise. Can't back out now. What will people think of Flashant? Of me, Wang Wei?
After a moment's thought, Wang Wei grated his teeth, determined to spend whatever it takes to back his promise. His middle-aged assistant, hearing this, legs went weak.
Wang Zong, think this through. Flashant's made money, but can't afford.
Lao Liang, wait, hold on.
Before he could finish, Wang Wei cut him off. The assistant paused, looking at Wang Wei, puzzled. Wang Wei looked up. He stared ahead. His lost gaze suddenly grew brighter. His middle-aged assistant followed his gaze. He gulped, swallowing hard. On the screen ahead, an image was frozen. It showed Lei Zhang and a car.
Wang, you don't mean. Right.
If Shenfei can build a revolutionary EV, making a drone to our specs shouldn't be hard. My head. Why so slow? After learning about Demi Group's car launch at Beishan, I should have realized.
Wang Wei sighed, then slapped his thigh. In frustration, he opened his laptop, placed an order directly. His middle-aged assistant saw this, hesitated, then spoke up.
Shenfei's reputation isn't great.
Wang Wei paused briefly, then, while ordering, he chuckled.
You mean his shady merchant title? If he actually built the drone for me, I'd accept no fuel for it. Just a tank of fuel, not much money.
As he spoke, Wang Wei finished the order. He leaned back in his chair, heaved a sigh of relief, a weight off his shoulders. The assistant frowned, saying,
Boss Wang, that is not my concern. I mean, Shenfei is too young. Based on the recording from Beishan Square, people guess Shenfei is only around 20. So young, yet built a new energy vehicle. That is impressive. Everyone's impressed. But talent has limits. Shenfei's just 20. How can he master new energy, vehicle tech, and drone tech too? Our drone specs have never been seen on the market. They're unique worldwide. Can Shenfei do it?
The middle-aged assistant voiced his doubts. Wang Wei paused a moment. He looked out the window at the blue sky and said,
La Liang, I know it is hard. We wouldn't have failed so many times otherwise. Got a better idea.
After Wang spoke, the middle-aged assistant fell silent. A moment later, he composed himself and said,
Also, maybe you're right. But will Shenfei take our order? Online orders for him now must be through the roof.
Hearing this, Wang Wei waved confidently.
I just checked. Highest order at Shenfei shop is only 20 million. I offered Shenfei 1.2 billion. You said he is greedy. He'll take my order.
Wang Wei said assuredly. The assistant nodded instinctively.
I see. Good. Wait, boss, Wang, how much? 1.2 billion. Boss, sure you didn't add a zero. 120 million instead of 12 million.
Snapping back, the assistant grew uneasy. We're only making small drones, not a large airliner. R&D costs are high, but manufacturing costs are tens of millions and most 120 million. That could build a medium-sized passenger plane. And the middle-aged assistant knew Shenfei's principle. Sell products, not patents. This deal felt like a huge loss. A terrible loss.
All right, Lao Liang, don't overthink it. Money's meant to be spent. If Shenfei can build the drone for us, it is worth it. Worth it. One drone might not be enough for our transport system, but if Shenfei succeeds, we'll just buy more. If money can solve it, it is not a problem.
Wang Wei said with a rich man's air. The assistant twitched his eye and nodded, but he felt he needed to find out where I lived. Best to send some people to watch me. He feared I'd run off with the money. People online are saying, the shady boss, might quit and run anytime. The assistant thought 1.2 billion was tempting enough. Xunzao. Since Demi's car launch, my shop's AD promotion stream, hasn't left a top spot. On the homepage, countless netizens came. Yongfang Jishen, Shenren Dian. How insane is this? IT burst out like a dark horse, securing the top spot. In order value, top. Viewers were stunned.
Damn, am I seeing this right? 1.2 billion. Shansong gave Fei GA 1.2 B order. Bro Wang is too fierce. That is 1.2 B RMB, not 1.2 B game coins. Stop it. 1.2 B happy beans. Never seen that in my life. Suddenly, Leah seems stingy. Look at Boss Wang. 9 figures, right away. Never thought that 100k computer was my closest to Feiji's work. Feiji's PC for Erzi. He won't game on it. It is enshrined on stream. Envy Erzi. Envy. Daimei. I'm so regretful. What is Boss Wang? As 1.2B for Feige to build. Why is the order confidential? Maybe an Ultraman. Nonsense. I'm a hero, I think.
Chat speculated wildly. Curiosity grew. They wanted to know Wang Wei's order for me. Soon, resourceful netizens found some clues.
I know. Drones. Boss Wang's order for Fei must be for drones.
Drones! The drones, I know. What's a drone? That's worth 1.2 billion.
Man, you're out of touch. Shansong's been promoting drones for delivery. Carries a ton. Nationwide range, but no progress. Probably failed. So Boss Wang's desperate. Ordering from Fei. Boss Wang's foolish. Even the best drone isn't he worth over 100 million. Enough. Not our money. If Fei succeeds, I'll use Shansong for all deliveries. Yeah, me too. Can't use Fei's computers or bikes, but can use Fei's drones.
Guessing it is a drone order. Millions of viewers went wild. Worse, within half an hour of the news spreading, Shansong stock rose. At Shansong HQ's top floor, in the chairman's office, Assistant Liang was stunned. After a dozen seconds, he recovered. He shook his head, smiling wryly, and looked at Wang Wei.
Boss Wang, I underestimated his influence. After Dami Group's car launch success, his fame is unmatched. At this rate, so your 1.2 billion will be recouped.
Liang clicked his tongue. Wang Wei heard him, but staring at his screen. He looked worried.
Liang, why hasn't Shenfei accepted? Is my offer too low?
Wang Wei was glad stock rose, but he knew it all. All my fault. If I don't take his order, we're doomed. The rebounding stock will plummet again. Even lower if I refuse. Rumors will spread online. Shang Tsung's drone delivery plan will be shelved.
Mr. Wang, it is not the price. Your offer's generous. Maybe Mr. Shenfei is just busy.
Hearing Wang Wei, the assistant tried to console. As he finished, Wang Wei leapt from his seat. The assistant was startled. Seeing Wang Wei so agitated, the assistant asked excitedly,
Mr. Wang, did Mr. Shenfei accept?
Hearing this, Wang Wei looked pained. He pointed at the screen. Then he said gloomily,
No wonder Shenfei didn't take the order. In a panic, I just reopened the order details. Wrong. The drone parameters I gave Shenfei are all wrong. Both the range and payload weight have an extra 0. Probably when I placed the order, you distracted me. No wonder Shenfei didn't take it. 10,000 kilometers range. Payload. Such a drone is impossible. Sai, let me see how to cancel this order and place a new one for Shenfei.
Wang Wei said with a bitter smile, moving the mouse to find the cancel option. But just then, a notification popped up from Tiger Shark Leaf's backend. Reminder, your store order on Tiger Shark Leaf has been accepted by the store owner. Order status accepted. Seeing this message, Wang Wei's face instantly froze in shock. He rubbed his eyes hard, confirmed he wasn't mistaken, then let out an astonished cry from his throat.
Lao Liang, look. Am I seeing this right? Such outrageous drone specs. And Shenfei accepted the order. He accepted it.
On a balcony in downtown Shanghai, I lay on a lounge chair, enjoying the afternoon sun. Glancing at the accepted order again, I murmured to myself, Boss Wang knows quality. That is more like it. Challenging order. Good pay. Motivation to build. Rising from the chair, I stretched comfortably, ready to head back to the workshop to handle Wang Wei's order. After earning 10 million points, the system unlocked Phase 3, top-tier military manufacturing, without top military manufacturing skills. Completing Wang Wei's drone order seemed nearly impossible. But now, I think I can take it on. Not just the order's difficulty interests me. The price is also satisfying. As the system entered Phase 3, the points needed for Phase 4 have been announced. 1 billion, a full billion. I made bold guesses before, but never expected the next phase to need so many points. But conceptual military manufacturing, those 7 words make it feel fair. I don't know exactly what conceptual manufacturing entails, but just the name sounds impressive and advanced, worth 1 billion points. No problem. Also, this. Setting Wang Wei's order aside, I took out my phone and looked at 2 missed calls and a message. These are from Hong Yi at the military research base. His calls and messages. I didn't answer the calls. I read the texts, but didn't want to reply. Didn't know how. Forget it. Leave it. I'm not interested in joining a military research base, I muttered to myself, then moved all the messages to the trash. Not that I won't serve my country. I just can't go. System upgrades need more points now, so I need to earn more money. At a research base, earning money's harder. Might not earn much at all. How would I upgrade the system then? And there is another big reason. Life at a military base wouldn't be as free as now. They might make me research things I'm not into. All that are too easy. That is why I can't go. Possible entry to research base. As I start back to suburban workshop to handle Flescent drone order. At Flescent HQ, in chairman's office, Wang Wei and assistant Liang Shuzhong stare at each other long time before slowly emerging from shock state, but deep in their eyes lingers strong residual shock.
Boss, Wang Go, slap me. This feels unreal. We struggle to make drone with 1,000 kilometers range, 1 ton payload. Shenfei takes order for 10,000 kilometers range, 10 ton payload drone. Am I dreaming?
Liang Xuzhong gulps. Swallowing hard, he became Wang Wei's assistant after boards. Careful selection. Main reason. Wang Wei spends too freely. Directors feared Wang Wei's wastefulness, so they assigned him Liang Shuzhong, an extremely frugal middle-aged assistant. But this time, facing Wang's 12 billion yuan splurge, Liang thought it was worth it. Totally worth it. If we can build such a drone, then Shang Tsung won't just lead China's delivery globally. No one could compete. Ship in the morning, deliver by afternoon. Who could beat that? Lao Liang.
Do we order too cautiously? Shenfei isn't human. He is a freak. A research freak. 17. Exaggerated expression.
He is not much better since starting from scratch and building this delivery empire. Feel impressed Wang Wei, but since learning. After Shenfei's name, I kept redefining his limits. Wang Wei felt for the first time, latch beyond making money. There were such captivating people and things.
Boss Wang, do you feel like studying, getting a master's or PhD? Honestly, me too. Elders say knowledge is power. That all else pales to learning. I used to think such words were outdated, but Shenfei showed me. Knowledge is true power and charm.
Liang Shuzhong said sincerely. His face showed unusual hope.
Alright, old Liao, enough reflection. There are countless researchers, but only one like Shenfei with such ability and drive, yet Dragon Country lacks. Such a brilliant, shining researcher. He'll be a beacon, guiding countless lost youth forward. And I know what you left unsaid. Compared to Shenfei, billionaires like me and the lay busy seem less impressive, right?
Finally, Wang Wei teased. Now Wang Wei felt incredibly relaxed and eagerly anticipated his future drones. Liang Shuzhong heard this and dared not reply. After stammering briefly, he quickly changed the subject, asking,
By the way, Wang, is there a deadline for Shenfei's order? Should we announce it early? Netizens already guessed. We order drones from Shenfei. No need to hide it. Lei Bizi set the precedent. Announced 3 days early. Dummy cars made history at Bishan Square. Marketing's key. We must learn from Lei Zhan.
Hearing this, Wang Wei pondered. Then he spoke.
Lao Liang, you're right. Send it! We'll issue an announcement. I gave Shenfei no deadline. But judging by his past speed, I estimate a week at most before we get the goods. Set it for a week. 1 week later, Shenzhen Sea Lake Park. Drone launch event! Let's see whose event is bigger. Legion's Daily Car launch! Or our drone launch!
Speaking of this, even veteran Wang Wei felt excited. Of course, Liang Shuzhong was more thrilled.
Yes, Bozo Wang. I'll arrange it.
He nodded firmly. Liang Shuzhong hurried out of the office. He acted swiftly. Within 10 minutes of his talk with Wang Wei, an announcement was posted on Shansung's website and social media. It read, in 7 days at Shenzhen Sea Lake Park, Shansung will hold a drone delivery launch. Stay tuned. Brief but impactful. It was like a boulder dropped in calm water, stirring huge waves in no time.
I knew it! It is drones! That is what Wang hired 5 for. Swamped. Totally swamped. I took leave for Dami's car launch. Now I need leave again. My slave driver boss will fire me. Watch it openly. Watch at work. Your boss might watch too. No time for you. Damn. Next time, speak up. Earlier. Now, I get how girls chase variety shows. Bang! So, damn satisfying.
Under Shansung's official account, comments hit over 10,000 in minutes. Everyone's excited for their drone launch in 7 days. Meanwhile, at first, military RID base, Chen Zhenmin's meeting with Qin Ying is dead silent.
Sir, it is impossible. Just impossible. Strategic aircraft need 2 key functions. Strategic bombing and supply drops. For strategic bombing, to ensure pilot and aircraft safety, we must upgrade the hull. But even Ying's new super hard alloy can't guarantee to withstand an air-to-air missile on ground. A tank might survive 1 or 2 missiles. But air's different. Any fault is fatal. For supply drops, though, at our camp, risk is lower. Still, can't ensure 100% safety. So, this topic is pointless, impossible.
In the silent room, Ma Hongyi stood first. Chen Zhenmin waved, signaling him to sit. He scanned the room, viewing the 40-plus top engineers.
No ideas? None at all. Even a concept.
His voice echoed in the room. Only deeper silence answered. Qin Ying frowned slightly, as if to say something, but then she just shook her head and swallowed her words. In the suburban workshop, I reviewed Wang Wei's order parameters carefully again, then opened the Super Lab. After system upgraded to stage 3, Super Lab's functions were greatly enhanced. First, the time ratio reached 50:1. Increase wasn't as big as stage 1 to stage 2, but this ratio seemed already exaggerated to me. Now, spending 50 days in the Super Lab means only 1 day passes in reality. It is precisely because of this incredible ability I dared take Wang Wei's order. Even if I fail, time won't be an issue. Second, the Super Lab's equipment types and material library upgraded to military grade. From the Super Lab, I get free access to top military grade equipment. I can also buy all military grade materials, but some prices make me shudder. All those zeros, I don't even want to count. So I told Labusi, I'm short on cash. I wasn't joking. For orders, the system rewards me for saving money. But if I want to build something myself, I'll use the best. My funds won't last. A big project would bankrupt me. Sigh. Mr. Wang.
Everyone calls me the Scammer King.
My shop's likes. Hate 30 million. Honesty. I didn't plan to scam you. I wanted to build drones properly. Shed the title of profiteer. But now I feel so poor. You must understand me. I muttered to myself. Then opened the Super Labs materials database. I browsed the database for quite a while. Finally gathered all materials to build the drone. Compared to before, this time I spent much longer selecting, but it couldn't be helped. Military materials are too expensive. I kept searching for alternative materials. Luckily, persistence paid off. Materials that could have cost several million were compressed by me under 2 million. All materials bundled together cost me 1.8 million. If Wang Wei knew this number, he'd probably break down.
Bro, I paid you 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion. You only spent 1.8 million.
Wang Wei doesn't know yet how much I spent, but soon He'll find out. Before entering the lab, I saw the system generating. I think the system will publish it directly. Won't even let me see it. No chance to modify it. I muttered to myself, after this job, I need to hire bodyguards or upgrade the workshop, add some defenses. Otherwise, I feel uneasy. Materials chosen. I reviewed the manufacturing process. If it were me, I could make over 10 in less than a day. But to build a drone with 10,000 kilometers range, 10-ton payload, and requiring high stability. Seriously, this is harder than building Lee's new energy car. For that car, other aspects didn't need much thought. The only challenge was the self-driving system. But one-way strong order has 3 key specs that conflict. Long range, Hertz cargo capacity. High capacity, Hertz stability. Strong stability limits both range and capacity. Finding a balance between all 3 is extremely difficult. Like a technician crafting a precise part to 1 micron detail, half a millimeter of fails. My challenge now is far harder than that. Much harder. 3 problems need to prioritize. First, solve the easiest. Range. I took a breath, then began planning. As I planned, needed equipment was summoned from the super lab, though I said range was easiest. That is only compared to other 2 problems. One-way strong specs. List length at 10 meters. That is max length for a drone. Not that longer is impossible, but this length is most suitable. Any longer, agility drops sharply. A typical airliner is 30 meters long. Range barely reaches 12,000 kilometers, so I must match that range with 1/3 the volume. Difficulty is obvious. But then, I think I see a possibility. His eyes light up. He murmurs, the biggest challenge for range is fuel tank size. Too big. Affects cargo space and stability. All planes now use jet fuel. Tank size affects range, but fuel type matters more. Hard to shrink tank. Change fuel instead. Yes, that is it. Best solution. Murmuring ends. My eyes shine brighter. I start immediately, focusing all energy on fuel problem. Meanwhile, elsewhere, at first military research base, Chen Zhenmin gave Su Ting half an hour to devise a solution for strategic aircraft safety. Half hour passed. Su Ting's team still clueless. Empty heads. No ideas at all. This meeting's topic starts 3 days ago. 3 days ago, Dragon and Bear nations secretly conducted a modern air combat exercise. Since fighters emerged, air superiority became key to winning wars. Thus, all nations value air power. Dragon Nation recently invested heavily in its air force, pouring in funds and effort. But 3 days ago, Dragon and Bear's air exercise shocked Dragon's top brass. It chilled them. Not that Dragon was crushed by Bear in air combat. Instead, in this exercise, Dragon ultimately won. But victory was brutal. In the entire exercise, Dragon deployed 100 fighters, including 20 JH-7s, 20 J-10s, 10 SU-, 27 J-11s, 8 SU-30s, 7 J-15s, 8 J-16s, and 12 J-20s. That is equivalent to an entire air division. Bear Country only sent 10 fighters. Dragon Country thought they were joking, but Bear Country taught them a lesson. Dragon S-100 fighters easily wiped out Bear S-10. They even destroyed Bear's main base, but this exposed all 100 Dragon fighters to the enemy. Before being destroyed, Bear Country activated all their radars. They traded their fighters to reveal Dragon's position. Now Dragon's entire force is exposed. AA guns and shells took out a base and wiped out Dragon's entire air force. 98 fighters. Only 2 returned. In this drill, Dragon won. But real war isn't decided by one victory. Dragon lost nearly 100 fighters for 1 base. In real war, that is a huge loss. After this drill, Dragon's top brass held an emergency meeting. They analyzed the root cause of the heavy losses. After 8 hours of heated debate, they reached a conclusion. Strategic aircraft defense was too weak. Deep behind enemy lines, they'd suffer heavy losses. For each target destroyed, worse than losing planes was losing the pilots flying them. That was the real cost. Every fighter pilot is 1 in 10,000, meticulously trained. Losing 1 is painful, let alone a whole squadron. That is why Chen Zhenmin got urgent orders. He must lead all top talents at the research base to find a solution for pilot safety within a week. Today is already the 2nd day since his orders.
Sir Chan, this problem isn't just ours. Every nation faces it. Don't worry too much. Short-term strategic aircraft safety is unsolvable, even if they execute us all. It won't fix it.
As the meeting grew tense, Ma Hongyi stood and spoke. His words only made Chen Zhenmin's mustache quiver with anger.
I need you to tell me. Leave it to time. Every time we face a problem, is this your attitude? All of you. Then tell me, if time solves it, what are you for? If everyone solves it, where is Dragon Nation's edge? We must lead the world. in solving this. 2 days. You have 2 days. If you can't even propose, basic concept, I'll lock you all in dark rooms to focus on research.
Chen slammed the table and stormed out. As Yu, Ma, and others stared blankly. Soon after, Ma looked toward Qin Ying. He smiled flatteringly.
Xixing, Professor Chin, you always have ideas. Any ideas? Ultram seems serious, not joking.
Ma Hongyi's voice echoed. Everyone turned, looked at Qin Ying, hoping for help. Most here joined after her. She was already a mentor, never had class together, but they knew her skills. Her batch are all leaders now. In military research units, Qin Ying stands out. Top talent. Others try to recruit her, led whole research divisions. Now you call me sis. Just complain to Chen. I'm a mentor. His punishment's your problem. Deal with it yourselves.
Good luck.
Qin Ying glanced at Ma Hongyi and others. Then she stood up, swinging her long legs, and left the meeting room. Under their stunned gazes, Ma Hongyi and the others, frozen in place, felt their hearts sink.
Sigh. No hope there. No hope anywhere now. Let's just do our best. Try to propose a feasible plan to Elder Chen in 2 days. If not, at least suggest some ideas. Even wrong ones. Elder Chen was angry because we had no answers.
Su Ting sighed, nodded silently. Time flew by. 2 days passed while Su Ting and top engineers struggled with bomber defense. In a suburban workshop in Mall City, I had been in the super lab inside for 100 days. If not for drone ride being so intensive, I'd have lost track of time and gone crazy. But hard work paid off. After 3 months, I finally built the drone Wang Wei requested. A groundbreaking drone, 10,000 kilometers range, 10-ton payload, excellent stability. Looking at my masterpiece, even I couldn't help showing excitement.
Ding! System scoring this experiment after detection. Host drone experiment. Product manufacturing. Scores 100/100 in drone fuel tank design, hosts comprehension, and manufacturing break limits. S-grade evaluation. Reward 10 intelligence points. Reward 10 million upgrade points.
System soft voice announced one reward after another. I ignored it, but hearing the last 2 lines, my body, about to leave the lab, froze instantly. The system's reward of 10 million upgrade points was nothing. The system's always stingy there. Compared to 1 billion upgrade points, 10 million is like begging from the system. But those 10 intelligence points made my throat with anticipation. Felt adrenaline surging. If I understood correctly, these 10 points equal 10 IQ points. An IQ score of 100 is average. A score of 110 is considered superior. In other words, the system has 10 intelligence points, can instantly turn an average mind into a superior one. Applied to me, the effect would be greater. My talent and insight for research are already top tier. They say Einstein's IQ was high. It is 160. I never knew if I could match Einstein, but with these 10 intelligence points, I think even Einstein alive couldn't beat me in pure IQ. The system has many features I haven't explored, but just the ability to boost intelligence is incredible. I took a deep breath, calmed my excitement, and said, then I looked up again at my creation and left the super lab.